What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Collectors Enabled. Happy Sunday. Hope you had a wonderful week of collecting and a wonderful week with your families. And we are back. And I'm really happy to be back tonight. I kind of felt like a void in my week after not being on the show last week. And I'm like, what was missing? But on the flip side of that, I really actually enjoyed watching the show and listening to, Shane be the DJ and John and Justin and I think we had Cash last week, and that was really great. So I'm going to kind of shut up more than I do because I enjoyed the show more without me on it. And I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it's just better watching. So thank you guys, as always, for joining us tonight. We have the usual suspects. We'll just say hello before we go into our purge. We got Collector's Entity. We got Tom going on. We got Anthony. What's up, Anthony? Dinesh, how's it going, Dinesh? DBZ Mini, Jerry, Dennis Perez. What's going on, Dennis? We got Shane in the chat. Of course, we always have Lane Kramer. What's up, Lane? Ledge, thanks for joining us. Alan Kiefer. What's up, Alan? How's it going? We got Justin in the chat as well. Arelis, what's up? Mike Edmondson. What's up, Mike? Haven't talked to you in a bit. Planet Sterling. What's up, Planet Sterling in Australia? Thank you for joining us. FBJ, what's going on? Daniel S. Facebook user. What's up, Facebook user? Jesse Hernandez. We got President Darth Rashid in the chat. What's up, Darth Rashid? Johnny, what's going on, Johnny? Haven't talked to you in a little bit either. And we got people filtering in, so that's great. I was watching Shane Saturday Night Raw last night while I was packing up my Jet Power Optimus Prime. So you guys kept me company while I was packing that for 2 hours. And I really loved the show last night, especially what was the name of the guest that was on it? He well, you were kind of drunk or high or something. What was that?
Okay, are you mocking me for being high? Because Adam's high as fuck right now. Look at him. Lying.
That's not true. I don't know what he's talking about.
No. I really like the guy who was on the panel.
Critical Mass.
Was it Critical Mass?
Yeah, it was myself, Rashid, Crip, Critical Mass. Fuck, was that it?
Yeah. So did Critical Mass write a book?
No, you're Chris Barton.
Okay, that's what I was talking about.
Igniting Initiative.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys talk to him and his, collecting journey, and he had so much good insight, and it sounded like a more mature version of you trying to teach me how to collect. Only this guy wrote a book and made something out of it. So I'd like to kind of touch on that a little bit. And I know the name of our show tonight is Extremely Focused Collecting in Mead. I forgot my Mead. It's downstairs. But I do want to focus on the extremely focused collecting because I thought that it was a really good conversation last night. And it hit home to me, especially with what I'm doing. So before we jump into the purge, I just want to kind of go around the table and see who we got. As always, we have John. How's it going, John?
Going pretty good.
Anything new with you?
Just a busy week of work. Really slow for me collecting. The only thing I got in this week was PCS Ghostface came in.
Nice.
Although I did get Hulkbuster in on Tuesday. It got here safely, so I kind of just took a gander and kind of stacked stuff on top of it. So unfortunately,
awesome. That's a real sturdy flight case to stack things on, so that should not be an issue.
Yep.
Cool. Shane, the Dark Lord, what's going on tonight, Shane?
Not too much. Just so you know, that Chris Barton, he did an interview, a cashing out show with Cash, and it was a really good interview. Chris is a pretty entertaining guy. So a lot of interesting stuff. That was a great interview. And just for the record, last Sunday was the first time this show started at 7:00 and not late because Dr. Mike wasn't here and I don't make you guys wait like he does. Just so you know.
And it was
every
less
week I'm like, hey Mike, it's 1 minute too. He's like, we got another 4 or 5 minutes. They'll wait.
And it was
They
less than
always
2
win.
hours too. It was less than 2 hours. I was shocked. I watched the whole thing. I loved it. I thought it was great. So again, I'm shutting up. We have a Justin sports card and statue collector, also known as the Transformer statue collector. What's going on, Justin?
Not much. Just happy to be here and waiting on my war tank. It's supposed to ship. It's on its way now, so probably at the end of the month, end of the week. I mean, because he shipped it in 3 boxes, but he done different shipments for some reason.
Okay.
I wasn't sure why he did that, but something about customs, and he says it'll equal out or something.
So where is it shipping from right now?
Canada.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, 1 box comes in Tuesday, and then 2 other boxes come in Friday. So.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just I'm not used to that, but I mean I trust him, so we'll see what happens.
I think Dilber will take care of you.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, special guest to the show. You may know Adam from the Collector's Table. Adam, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
I appreciate you guys having me. I'm doing great, man. I had a show earlier. We had a good time, and I appreciate you guys inviting me on this show. I look forward to hanging out.
Cool. And I love that Predator behind you. It looks really nice.
Oh, I love that thing. Yeah.
What-
This is
what
my
kind-
first time kind of sitting in front of it. I'm usually sitting somewhere else in the room, but Rashid made a good point. He's like, man, you should put your Predator piece behind you. So.
Oh yeah. That is definitely a statement piece. What kind of shelves do you have behind you?
Those are garage shelves. I know it doesn't look like garage shelves, but I changed it. I put some leather there, and I got some stuff to cover up the holes. Actually, I was showing the guys earlier. It's just magnetic tape that you put, but it's like real thick.
Okay.
So it makes it look a little bit more clean. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that background. It looks super clean. Love it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cool. So let's go ahead and John, do you want to start with the purge?
Yeah. Yep. So as people know, we've been doing the purge the last few weeks. Me and Mike especially have quite a few things to kind of burn through because our collections, that everybody knows, is always evolving. So let me pull mine up. Okay. This is one I've been contemplating for a while. Finally decided to get out of the X-Men. So we're going to go. What was that, Mike? We're going to go on the Magneto. This is the exclusive.
Wow.
For $650. And then we're going to go Cyclops $850 on this one.
That Magneto is an amazing piece, man. I used to have that Magneto. So if anybody's thinking about buying it, I would jump all over that. That's a great price too.
Yeah, and I think honestly, this was, I think, my second or third statue ever I got.
Wow.
Because the first one it's coming up is the Wolverine, the 1/4 Wolverine. So
that's the first one you got, the Wolverine.
The Wolverine, yeah.
That was mine too.
Yeah,
that was mine, and I got into the X-Men line just like that.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go on the 1/3 Iron Studios Joker $750 on this one. On this one, there is one small little chip on the bottom of this flag. Is the only issue with it. You can't even really tell on it. We're gonna go $650 on the Sideshow exclusive Django. It's got the swap out backpack on it.
Wow.
We're gonna go $450.
Oh my god.
On the Sideshow Boba.
Holy crap.
We're gonna go $525 on Master Chief. This is from Gaming Heads, the newest one. Gonna go $575. This is the smaller Rancor.
Wow.
So here's that Wolverine. We're gonna go $450, and all these prices are shipped for everybody.
Oh my
man,
god.
that Wolverine is tempting.
In the States. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Only in
And
the
this is
States?
exclusive. Yeah. Just yep.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
We'll go 850 on exclusive Gambit.
wow, that's a great price.
Jeez.
And
That
then this
Gambit
one's still new in
statue,
box.
best X-Men statue.
Yeah. It's my favorite piece of the X-Men for sure.
That and Nightcrawler.
Yeah. And then 1200 on this Joker from Prime 1. It's brand new in the box still. So I still do have J&D Harley if anybody's interested, and the NYC Captain Rex. I'm asking 26 on Harley and 650 on the NYC Captain Rex. So
Wow. Oh my god.
somebody picked that up already because that's a killer deal shipped.
Wow.
That is
Still
ridiculous.
in the box, still never been opened. So
Oh my god. That's a deal.
Slowly but surely.
Wow. Wow. You have anything else?
I think that's it. I do have other stuff, but just for this week.
Okay. Here, I'll bring up.
And I'm gonna do Shane's real quick because I have his up.
Yeah, go ahead.
That one 400 shipped North
Oh
America.
my god. Holy crap.
And that is a 1/4 scale.
Nice.
It's the exclusive. I'll do 1,100 shipped US or Canada.
Wow.
And I'll do 600 shipped US or Canada.
Who makes
Wow.
that right there?
Zion Art.
Stein art.
It's my favorite Mandalorian statue. It's the only. I mean, Dan's is really good too, but it's other than Dan's, it's the only one where he's not just fucking walking.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it has the dark saber on that one if you want to put it on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, Mike. Not yet, Mike.
Yeah, those prices are insane. So I actually have quite a few, but I'll go through them quickly. This is a custom, very large A-wing that is probably going to have to be a pickup. I don't think I can ship this, but this is about 1,800 for pickup, and it's not the best picture in the world. But if you're somewhere near Knoxville, Tennessee, and you want a giant custom A-wing model, just hit me up and I'll send you some more photos. A Xerxes Optimus Prime. I don't remember what the lowest I said on this was, but I think 1,600 plus ship is probably the lowest I've been yet. I think this thing retailed for about 2,000 or higher plus ship, so probably around like 25 or 2,600. But I could swing the price a little bit depending on who wants it and where you live, obviously. Transformers Jazz. This is the exclusive edition. It's boxed up and ready to go. 850 shipped. I could swing that price a little bit too, again, depending on where you live. But again, it's the exclusive one that's long sold out. This is the RS Prop Masters Concept Snow Trooper maquette 1-to-1 helmet, dual signed by Roy Rogers and Chris Bunn. This thing is long sold out. It's ES of 75. This is number 19 of 75. And I'm asking for 1,200 shipped with, again, a little bit of wiggle room. I didn't really do my research on any of these prices. So, if you want to make me an offer, that's fine. Now, I have some heavy hitters this week. So my prices are not super godlike or, insane because I paid a lot for these that I have going up. But this is the Uman Studios Concept Witch King with the exclusive with the art print signed by, I forgot who the guy was, but if you're looking for the statue, you know what it is. And I'm asking 3,300 plus ship, but again, there's wiggle room. This is the exclusive. It does have the art print. I never took it out. Very, very difficult to find. I think Todd just got one on his website recently, and it was like $4,800. So this price isn't fantastic, if you compare it to Todd's. This is the Grim Knight exclusive. I know people are having a hard time finding the exclusive. 1,200 plus ship. Again, there's wiggle room. Now, this, I don't actually remember what the price is. I feel like this price is kind of high. Do you remember what this was, John?
originally when we bought it. I think it was
Yeah.
like 15, 14. You're about right. 14 or 15, I think.
So let's make this is the sculpted hair version, Queen Studios with the mirror. Let's just make it 1,300 plus ship. So that's about probably 200 off retail. But again, a little bit of wiggle room. Now, surprising to some people, but I am pretty much getting out of Transformers except for like the crazy big ones like Jetwing. I'm not selling Jetwing, and Jet Power is already sold. I don't remember the price on this, but this seems high to me. This is the exclusive Bumblebee movie. Bumblebee. Do you guys remember a good what's a good price on this? I can't remember retail
on that one. Is that the exclusive?
It's the exclusive.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember.
Maybe 1,200 plus ship.
Yeah.
Probably decent. Or just make me an offer if you're looking for it. It comes with 2 heads. It comes with like the spike in the arm and all that stuff. It's not the battle damage one. It's not the ES50 one, but it's still very good. This is the new Optimus Prime. It's the DX bonus with all the extra pieces. I think this thing retails on Prime 1 for like 2,700 plus ship, plus crazy Prime 1 shipping. So this is, I'm going to do 2,300 plus UPS ground shipping. So you'll save easily $500 to $600 on this piece. And again, all these prices are negotiable or offers.
I don't know if Tom's serious, but Tom Hinton said, Mike, I'll give you $1,000 and pay you now.
For what?
I don't know. I just saw it. I saw it pop up in the message, but I don't know if he's joking or he's serious.
Tom still owes me for some other stuff. Tom has to pay for the stuff that he already claimed. So Tom, just message
for
me.
Bumblebee.
You see, here's the thing about Transformers. I'm all about giving deals, but these are such a pain in the ass to put away that I'm like charging a little bit because that Jet Power.
You got to charge labor on that.
Exactly. It took me almost 2.5 hours to get that thing boxed up, taped, everything. And I'm going to bed at like midnight plus the time change. And it's just like, oh. So Transformers, if it's a pickup and I don't have to disassemble it like what Justin did, I will give you a real good deal. Because I think Justin, I paid like $600 or $700 more than what I charged Justin because I had to pay for all that shipping. And I didn't have to fully rebox everything. Here's the night version, 1,750 plus ship. I think this is a good deal. This is the last night version, not the crappy one with the crappy arms. This is the good one. I think this is a good price because it's about what I paid. And I think Kevin gave me a really good price on it. Barricade, 1,500 plus ship, very highly sought after. I think this is pretty close to retail-ish. I can wiggle a little bit, but this is pretty hard to find one, and it's pristine condition and awesome.
I think I may be picking that up from you, Mike.
Okay, well then just hit me up, and I'll hook you up. Plus I owe you, so you'll probably get it for free, which is fine because it wipes away. We just go back and forth. It's fine.
Yep.
Now I'm just gonna throw this out here. Okay, I will sell it, but there are some minor flaws that are easily freaking repairable, and I'm talking about probably less than $50 to repair by the Statue Doctor. So I'm not selling it for hundreds and hundreds of dollars off because if I just wait a week or two, send it to the Statue Doctor and get it back, it'll cost me less than probably $80 to get all these little imperfections perfected, and then it's worth full retail again. But I'm thinking about it. I'd like to get $2,100 in my pocket, and then whoever wants it pays the shipping. I think that's a very reasonable deal.
Yeah, that's a steal.
That's a really good price. That's a killer price.
So what you see is what you get. So what's wrong with it? One of the Angel's wings fell and broke, but when you insert it, you can't see the break. And I didn't even glue it back yet because when you insert it, it magnetizes back together and there's a little chip. But the damn Angels are weathered anyway. So I can send it and have it professionally repaired. He'll probably charge me $25. And that's it. On 2 of the sculpts, a little piece of the hair kind of broke. And I can touch it up with a little bit of black paint and no one would ever know. So this is full transparency. again, displays beautifully. If you're looking for it, I want $2,100 in my pocket. You pay for shipping and fees. Although, if you know me, you don't need to pay for fees. But I'm kind of getting away from DC stuff, and I'm really focusing. We'll talk about our extremely focused tonight. This is another surprising one. And
no.
So this is the EX 3500 plus ship, and I will not wiggle on this because I will keep it. I did offer it to a couple of people, and they're kind of on the fence or they're waiting. But I know that some of you might be looking for this, so I will not wiggle on price. Sorry, this is highly sought after, extremely sold out. It's the EX. And shipping, I'll just tell you right now, is not bad. It's a single box and it's small. So just hit me up if you're available. No payment plans. This is just pay and you get it.
I find you that statue, Mike.
What was that?
I slaved to find you that statue.
I know, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It just doesn't fit anymore. I mean, it could. It's a beautiful piece, and I can find just like a pedestal somewhere. Yeah, it's amazing. Godzilla, you can see he's disassembled. 1,000+ ship.
Wow.
Ready to go. I got to put it in the boxes. This wasn't a Sideshow second, but they sent it to me in a plain brown box with the art and all that stuff, so it's fine. But Sideshow does that sometimes. But that's ready to go. And then our good friend Ratchet, 1050+ ship. Again, I can wiggle on Ratchet for sure. And then this is 1,200+ ship. Whoever John's charging, same thing, 1,200 shipped. Brand new in the box.
I'll beat him by $1.
2 units available.
But is yours exclusive though?
Yeah, mine's exclusive.
Okay, yeah, mine's not.
Okay, we'll see then.
Yeah.
1,201 and 1,200. How about that? Then I was going to give this away in a raffle, but no one wants a statue, so I'm going to sell it instead. It's the XM Spider-Man 2099. I probably should wait until the new Spider-Man movie comes out, and then it'll become more popular. But I think this is a pretty good price, 900 shipped. Beautiful statue. And then this, again, may be surprising, but I didn't like this as much as I thought I would. And again, kind of moving away from Transformers, 2,500+ ship, which is less than retail. It is the exclusive. You can see the kind of the battle mask. There's a couple little breaks here and there that I repaired that came that way. Todd offered to repair them. If you buy it, maybe Todd will still offer to repair it. And that way he doesn't have to give me a discount on something in the future. So how about that? So you save money and you can get some repairs. But again, not noticeable. This thing it's all battle damaged anyway. If I didn't disclose anything, you probably wouldn't even notice. And that's my purge. Sorry, it was a long one.
Does that mask go on his face? That little display that you have off to the side with the bumblebee?
I think they missed the opportunity to do that, because I think that there could have easily been like a magnet that kind of goes over, but it's just purely for display. Looks unfortunately.
Cool. Still looks really cool.
It's very cool. The light ups on this are awesome. And you could check our Facebook group, because I have some pictures of like the blue eyes lit up and the headlights lit up. And there's even like tail lights that have little switches and you charge them via USB. So it's very, very cool. I just don't know if I want to commit to the bust. So anyway, so Dr. Mike, what are you sticking with from now on going forward? Just Iron Man 167. We're going to talk about it. Yep. We will definitely talk about it for sure. But yeah, so you guys know, just hit me or John up, or anyone on the panel, except don't bother Adam. He doesn't need to do our dirty work. And
that's fine.
Unless you want to. He's an awesome guy too. But yeah, we're happy. Again, all my prices are pretty negotiable. Not crackhead prices, but I can swing $100 here or there. So cool. John, what do we got?
I am going to go into some of your pickups.
Ah, nice.
So you finally got Jon Snow after months.
So I had him in my garage for like 2 months, and I finally
Oh,
opened
you did?
him.
Okay. Then-
Yeah, I had this for a while. My son was at grandparents for the weekend, and we just had the one kid, and so I spent that time opening stuff, cleaning stuff, and man, this thing is great. I love it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Love it, man.
I got the same piece. I love mine. Mine's sitting right here. I love that piece.
You know the best thing about this piece is it's 3 parts. It's Jon
Yep.
Snow's body. Sorry, 4 parts. His cape, the sword, and the chair.
What do you think
That's
about
it.
the sword, though? That was probably the
Um,
only main flaw with me.
That it's
it
not
was
metal, you mean?
Yeah, that's a
it's
big
just
miss, I thought.
it was a little bland. The paint was a little eh. I thought the details on the chair could have been a little bit more defined as well.
Yes.
You know, but for the price that you paid, what, like
Yeah.
$1,000 shipped, I'm not complaining. I think it looks great. I like the quality of like the Winterfell like overcoat cape thing.
Yeah.
I really like that. So, and I like how it like crisscross buckles around the back, and yeah, I think it pairs great with Danny. So I'm just waiting for the Night King.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah,
getting that too. The Night King. Are you getting the ultimate?
I just got the regular, and I was thinking about switching
Okay.
to the ultimate, but I just want him like behind him, being like,
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
thing
I'm
sold
the same.
out pretty quick too. I don't know if it's still in
Mhm.
stock. It might have sold out, but yeah, I got the two with the 2 like White Walkers behind them. I can't wait.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure someone will cancel, and as they come in, it would be cool to have that.
Yeah.
My only complaint with the Iron Throne, you're absolutely right. It does look really cool for the price. And I love that statue. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it because I want to get the Night King.
Yep.
And I hear that he's supposed to get his own show coming up pretty soon. So I'm definitely keeping it. But in my opinion, I think the Iron Throne could have been done a little bit better. It kind of looks like it's all kind of, I don't know, like it kind of blended in together too much, but I think it still looks good.
Yeah, the paint, it's not like there's not a lot of differentiation.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's a heavy ass base too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, solid, very solid.
Hey, Shane, you want to answer this real quick?
Yeah, it's Zion Art. I was just typing it up, but Mike put it in the chat for me.
Okay. All right.
So I get stuff that pops up on my eBay now, and mostly predominantly Iron Man and MCU. I wonder why. And this thing popped up, brand new, Iron Studios Mark 42. I offered like $300 and they accepted. and I think this is a cool little piece. It doesn't compare paint wise to Queen Studios Mark 42, but I like the battle pose. I like the simple base, and you know what else I like? It's 2 pieces. The base and the statue plugs in 3 AAA batteries. Done. I consider it more of like a little proximity statue, and I have them next to the Thanos right now. But I'm happy.
Does this light up the base?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, singles.
It surprised me when you posted this. I couldn't recall Iron Studios making this. It kind of reminds me of ECC a little bit. Just
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is quarter scale. It's a little underscaled, but again, it's a small Iron Man piece. I like it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Again, this is me just catching up on unboxings. This is the Queen Studios Mark 50 battle damage version, and the reason I went for the battle damage is because the Mark 50 1-to-1 statue that I have is totally clean and pristine. And I really like all the scarring and stuff because this is exactly what happened when they fought Thanos on on what's his whatever his planet is. And so they did a really good job. The other thing I didn't realize about this is the battle kind of jets, like the jet fin things. You can either put them on, which adds quite a bit of depth, or they give you basically flat panels that you can put in. So you could have this displayed either way. And the jets are all battle damage. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. So I really appreciate that they did that.
How do you feel scale wise? Was this the first one they made for Iron Man?
This was the first Iron Man bust that they made. I don't know if they made the clean and the battle damage simultaneously, but this was the first one. It's a little bit under scale, just
That's
a
what I was
hair,
gonna ask. Yeah.
just a touch. But I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's not super noticeable. But I should be getting the Mark 85 and the Mark 3 pretty soon, and then Mark 7 eventually. And then I'll have them kind of in a row, and we'll kind of look at them. But yeah, I love this. The thing that's cool about this is the Avengers nameplate is metal and it's heavy.
Okay.
I like that little added detail, just a little bit of extra caring, that went into that piece.
Your display's looking good back here.
Yeah, Jimmy's drooling. There we go.
I want to see all that extra stuff you got in your background there.
Oh, dude, you will. Don't worry. What's up, Crippler? Oh, yeah. So, again, this piece actually came in this weekend, so I didn't hesitate to open this. This is the Queen Studios Tom Holland bust. It has like the little light ups on the shoulders. It's obviously the Iron Spider from Infinity War. Looks freaking awesome next to the Mark 50. And I got to say that this thing is so spot on Tom Holland. It's unbelievable. The details in the suit are incredible. Just super shiny. It's slick. Like all those little Iron Spider, almost like plates, are super highly detailed. And the one thing, and I will continue to say this forever, Queen Studios knows how to make a bust that looks like it has a heartbeat and blood flowing through it, not like a, lifeless piece of wax or silicone. Because I don't know what they do differently, if it's the way they layer the silicone or the way they paint it. But Wonder Woman, which now John has, I always thought she looked great. And that was one of the first silicone busts that Queen Studios or really anyone released. And I've had Bruce Lee, Affleck, Superman, and I forget what other Infinity Studios. And they don't compare to Queen Studios. I don't know what they're doing differently with their silicone, but this Tom Holland looks like a person. The Clark Kent looked like a wax doll. It's my opinion, but still. So I absolutely love this. Highly recommend.
So I realize you like the likeness on this, Mike, but would you rather if they sold a different version where he has the mask on? What would you rather?
I have the 1-to-1 full statue coming in a couple of months. That's why I bought this.
Just going to long cock it, eh? Okay. I got the life size coming. Okay.
Yeah, I don't put the mask on it.
So, I think this looks super cool, though. I
didn't have a 1-on-1.
Yeah, I like this.
I think they nailed it. If they didn't nail the likeness, I wouldn't have gotten it. But if you go back and watch Infinity War, after he got the Iron Spider suit, his freaking head, like it, he has his mask off almost the entire damn movie. So it fits in the collection. If you are a heavy MCU collector or Avengers collector, this is a must. If you're a Spider-Man collector, I think it's a must. If you just want a representation of Spider-Man, then I agree with Shane. I would just get the original Infinity Iron Spider bust, where he's kind of angled and he has the mask on. I would get that one. Yeah, definitely.
How's the hair?
So this was the one that Randy had at Singapore Comic-Con, and so I bought that exact one. So his hairstylist did it. So I don't know if they added extra product. I could ask him, but all I did was kind of fluff it up a little bit, and that was it. Like less than 30 seconds of futzing with it.
The hair looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my good camera set up. I'm gonna get some better pictures of it because it's well done. It makes me super excited for the 1-to-1 because the head looks good, but the sculpted body is so good. I can't wait to see what the statue looks like.
I remember seeing this on video, and I remember how good it looked when I saw it on video when somebody at one of the cons or something, I think, was taking video of it, and it looked really, really good.
Yep. Highly, highly, highly recommend.
That and that Loki. I think they showed the Loki when the Loki came out. That Loki looks really good too.
Yeah, the Las Vegas event, they showed all of them. It's, yeah, nailed it.
Now, Mike, are you pretty much all in on the bust? Are you getting the Thor and Cap and Loki?
Yeah, I have all three of those on. Yep.
And you're getting the Strange, right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Okay.
as long as Randy doesn't cancel my order. Yeah. Let's see. Do you have any more of my pickups, John? Oh, yeah. How was that?
I don't think so. Am I missing?
Ta-da! So it's been a long 2 weeks. I picked this up on Saturday in Atlanta. Well, Payne picked it up for me. But XM Ultron, it's en route to Knoxville, and I'm super excited about this. It just happened to belong to Jimmy before it belonged to the person who I bought it from. So thank you, Jimmy, for taking good care of this. This was a surprise hit. This is the Sideshow Legendary Scale or Half Scale. This is Mark 43. Is Mark 43. And I surprisingly love it. Got it from eBay. Good deal. I think Sideshow did a good job on it. Got the collector's size, the large size MYC ATST. This thing is freaking unbeatable. I've had custom ATST. I've had a custom chicken walker. Well, I still have it. And now I have this thing. This thing's phenomenal. Michael MYC did a wonderful job. I know a lot of people are starting to learn about MYC and the models that they're putting out, and the quality is unparalleled, especially for resin. Are you guys ready for a tear jerker?
Ooh.
Okay, so this is a custom commission that was resin printed and really all one piece, packaged extremely well. Packaging wasn't damaged. I think it was just a very, very frail kind of model. You know, I sent a picture to the person I bought it from, and you know, I was like, well, this will be an easy unboxing. It's a single piece statue. And then an hour later, you know, my wife's going, where are you? I did manage to get it pretty much back together, and I did get the hand back together. This should be proof that if you're selling to me, I'm the easiest going damn collector out there. The easiest going, because I didn't bitch. I didn't moan. I just said, hang on, let me see if I can salvage this. I actually got it all back together. The only thing that sucks is the wire and the hand broke. And this is all wired up with a Raspberry Pi. And so it actually has different functions, like with the arc reactor, the eyes, and things are pulsating and doing different rhythms. I ordered some wire. I need to debond the hand and see if I can splice that wire together. But I'll try to get some video of like the sequencing of the flashing lights. So the paint job on this is unfreaking believable. It's super shiny. It's like a race car. It is hot rod red for sure. I just wish it had some more sturdiness to it, but as long as a strong breeze doesn't come through my collecting room, I think we'll be okay. And yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'll share more pictures of it. I just wanted to kind of show you guys that. And
that sucks.
Yeah, I was super bummed. But again, easygoing, know how to repair things. If I can rewire the hand, that'll be great. Pick this up on PO. I'm sure we'll talk about that more. Another eBay find, like a $300 offer. Old school Sideshow. Stealth Iron Man bust. Bright light up. Super heavy. Shiny metallic paint. What happened, Sideshow? What happened? You know, this thing was super heavy, super impressive. Got it for a steal. Couple of art prints. Some Alex Frost is entering the collection soon. Looking forward to those. Put together my trench run. I did find the larger pole. I'll have to put a picture of that together. Oh. Queen Studios Mark 1 1/2 scale. Absolute beast. Love this thing. Incredible details. Queen Studios does it again. If you are waiting for this, you will be extremely pleased with your purchase. Another piece of Alex Ross artwork, the first Avengers. I just love Alex Ross. Here's my phone charger. Finally unboxed it. Shane, check it out. 158 scale.
I hate you.
Then my phone is charging right now. Tom Hinton's probably messaging me to asking for deals, and my phone's nice and charged. I can respond. I actually love this thing. It's licensed. It's great. It's like $20. You know, you can get it on Toys Wonderland, whatever. And thank you, Shane. Yeah, Shane found it. I got this thing for like $1,100 shipped. Price. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the exclusive little break that was repaired. I don't care. And what I'm planning on doing, and I shared the picture with.
Yeah, I got it. That one.
Yeah, we'll look at that later. But basically, you know, I'm gonna use one or two of these pictures, and I'm just gonna stack the LBS, the Avengers, and I think this is gonna look so good. So, if you have an extra cap LBS and you want to sell it for around retail, let me know. I'll take it. Jay is actually trying to get me one. He's just real slow. I'm sure he'll get it for me. It's just, you know,
I saw one for sale last week. I'll take a look if it's still available.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pay around retail-ish or less if they want.
Retail.
You know, whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to pay a lot more because Jay's going to get me about retail.
How much is retail?
I can't remember.
Is that about 15?
About 15, I think.
I'm surprised that Thor hasn't sold out, man, because I saw that at another collector's house, and that you know, seeing it in the pictures, you really can't really appreciate it until you see it in person. I know that we say that all the time, but like that one is really impressive, especially that base.
So for whatever reason, Thor is one of those pieces that most collectors love, but it sells for below retail. It's just one of those pieces, right? It just sometimes we get pieces that like a Storm sells for 3 times more, and then we get a piece like LBS. I've seen it sell for $900.
That's the best store that I've seen in person to date.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
It's nuts.
I think that Thor is going to be extremely sought after in about like 2 more years, just based on the pictures that we're going to share tonight.
Yeah, what you talking about? Yeah, with the art prints and stuff. Yeah.
Well, and what Jay's been kind of sending out some pictures of his future Avengers line.
Yeah.
And completionists are going to want it.
Yeah, it looks great.
Mm-hmm. All right, John or Shane, do it.
All right. So you picked this up, Mike, right?
Oh yeah,
so
dude, this thing.
I had this in my cart.
No!
And I was going back and forth, and I'm kind of glad it sold out. But
5 minutes.
I know.
5 minutes.
I know. Yeah.
Oh man.
How much was this selling for?
$775.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a 1/24 scale. It comes with Grogu and Mando switch outs, R5 switch out, which I didn't understand, and then I watched the episode, and awesome. And again, it's that NYC quality, nice paint. If you are invested into the NYC line of vehicles, all the bases match. They're all beautiful museum-style bases, and I mean, the N1 is super hot right now, so I'm not surprised this thing sold out immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I may regret it, but, you know, we talk about rules, and I'm trying to stick to old trilogy for Star Wars. So.
Oh, look, Tom just said he got it. Wow. Lucky.
My daughter would have loved this. She would have loved it. I probably would have just picked it up for her if it was still in stock, but. That looks awesome.
DC. I don't know. I've been contemplating selling. I'm keeping Wonder Woman. That Wonder Woman 84 is never leaving my collection. But kind of like John, I'm thinking about maybe selling what's her name? Harley Quinn. Not because I don't think she's fantastic, but just because it's starting out to fit.
The fit, yeah.
It's just the fit. And then I think I'll keep Catwoman because I don't think I'll sell Double Bail. And so I'll probably sell Harley Quinn, and I'll just meet John's price. So 2 units of Harley Quinn available. How about that? Although, wait, mine has that broken issue, and they didn't do anything about it, so just $100 less for mine.
They didn't do anything about it?
They offered, what did they say? They said that J&D wouldn't replace it. They gave me some store credit to Shugo, and that was about it. Honestly, it is an easy repair, so I'll just repair it, and then that's it.
They said our stuff sells out. That's what you get.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but honestly, it doesn't bother me too much.
Shane, question for you.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's amazing.
What the fuck?
Well, I'm just going to jump to the last part of that and say, no, I wouldn't buy a Wayne Gretzky statue, although I do believe he's the greatest hockey player to ever play the game. And I'm a big hockey fan. I would not buy a Wayne Gretzky statue. Same reason I don't buy wrestling statues, and I'm a huge wrestling fan. I don't have the room.
Yeah, if you had a room, it would be awesome.
I'd like to buy a lot of stuff if I had the room. Alien, Predator, wrestling, Lord of the Rings, horror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lots of shit I'd buy. I just don't have the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're the smart one. You don't get buried like me and Mike and have to start selling everything.
Take a bath.
I'm trying to dig myself out from the grave. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah. All right, here's one I thought we'd mention. A day or two, was it today or yesterday? Somebody had shown that this Sideshow Joker waitlisted
yesterday.
Already. Yeah, so that was a nice surprise to see. Surprising to see, I think, mostly that it was only 600. And what we learned this week that the Poison Ivy was like 350 or something like that?
250.
250, yeah, it's insane. So,
and still $700. They didn't jack it up in price.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys feel about that? Do you think that's a new tactic they're trying to do, or maybe a learning experience after the Mythos Vader?
Like we talked about earlier, I think it's just a trial and error, and they're trying to find the right formula to see what works. Obviously, making 15,000 pieces doesn't work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they sell, but they don't sell out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think they're just trying to play with it a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think we could expect 250 from Sideshow, but maybe under 1,000 would be all right. Good place to start. 500, 700.
And FYI, if anybody's looking for this, I do have one left on my website. So otrcollectibles.com.
Yes.
I got one left. So
someone buy it right now.
Yeah, somebody's buying it right now.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If I collected this, I would be buying it right now.
I know. Yeah.
I will tell you this, with these edition sizes, like Shane was saying, because we were talking about it on the show earlier. You got to imagine they got this gigantic warehouse, right? And I was saying it on before. We complain about the little bit of boxes that we got, right? So they got thousands and thousands of boxes in a gigantic warehouse somewhere. They have to, right? So they're probably just testing out. In my opinion, they got to be testing this out. Hey, let's try out the 600. Let's try out the 250. If that sells out quick, maybe we'll inch up the price later. But yeah, they're definitely trying something different to see what happens.
Yeah, and I think it goes to, I don't know if you guys saw with Funko in the news lately about how they threw $35 million worth of product away to the landfill just because it was
less money.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
So, I mean, it makes sense that they're really having to learn from, I think, with COVID and everything being stalled. I mean, Sideshow, if you remember, we saw sales maybe once or twice a year with Spooktacular and Thanksgiving, I think, were like the two sales we would see a year. And then now we're getting them on a daily basis on different stuff. So hopefully it's the new trend, but we'll see.
We were saying Power Girl. Power Girl was 25% off. Plus, she had free shipping. There was a couple statues like that.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Here's some prints. You picked this up, Mike?
You know, no, I love these. I have the A New Hope versions by the same artist. But I totally missed this. I totally missed it. But I think they're great. Did any of you guys get them?
I got it. Yeah. I have the Obi-Wan and the Vader, the last one they did. Justin, you picked up a Batman print, didn't you, this week?
Yeah, I got one of the patents and the colors. I think it was like it's either 75 or 100.
Yeah, they've had some good prints this week. I forgot about because that day I think that they had quite a few.
Colored
Batman.
comic Batman of like the Rogues Gallery. I was getting ready to click on that, and I was in the time I was clicking on it just to see what it was numbered. It was numbered 25. It sold out.
Dude,
yeah.
Ah,
Bottleneck
I was
is
actually
tough,
going to do
man.
that one, but
you got to be on there the second of.
yeah, it started at 12 Eastern my time is when they released everything, and then everything within like a minute was gone.
Yeah,
most of the stuff.
Mike, this interests you at all?
Yeah, I bought the
Canvas?
is it canvas? Yeah, there's like ES of 50 on the canvas. Oh, that says
That's
25.
nice.
Holy
That
crap.
looks really nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I bought that immediately. Now the funny thing is I have an 11 by 17 version of this that I bought not too long ago that I should be getting in pretty soon. So, I'll tell you guys the future of what I'm doing when we get to that topic, but I think this is a nice size, 18 by 24 with an ES of freaking 25. So that's awesome. I love that they're doing this now. I love these lower ESs because for a while, it was like what Adam was saying, like they have a warehouse full of crap and now they're just blowing it out, free shipping, all this stuff. Now you actually have to be like, bam, I got to get that. Kind of like the N1 NYC. Bam, like you have to be there at noon. And it's kind of fun.
It makes it enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole part of the hunting the collectible and then having something that's rare that maybe a lot of other people didn't get, which kind of sucks, but you're happy you got it. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of these art prints, if you get it and it's like ES 25 to 100, if you need to get rid of it on down the road, you can double, triple it on eBay.
Easy.
A lot of these people buy
really?
stuff.
I didn't know that. I just started getting into the art prints
just to resell it. That's I didn't know that lately, but
yeah, I've been trying to find
really stuck with it.
Like 3 or 4 like Marvel 24 by 36s, and man, when you got to go back,
it's hard.
You're paying $200-300 just.
Yep.
Especially for those frame ones, those like the ones with the what do they call it? The black frame that's in a nice frame.
Yeah. There's a 3D Plex lenticular, and Mike has the Thanos and the Iron Man. Well, I seen what he paid for it. So when I went on eBay, it was 3 and 4 times the amount, and I was like, "What the?" There was 99 or 100 of them, and every one of them's like that.
What is that?
This is
I seen that.
Who is this? This is
oh yeah.
It's a Marvel sample Hulkbuster one that again was long sold out, and it's actually double signed, which is pretty cool. But again, it was a sideshow piece that was long sold out. I got this on eBay. Now, luckily, I became friends with the seller who owns a place in New York and kind of sells all these, and he gave me a little bit over retail. Plus, we kind of did it off eBay. But yeah, so these things sell for like 3 to 4 times. It's crazy. Now, I could probably go ahead and sell this 3 to 4 times what it actually is. And if Jimmy's still here, I know Jimmy will know what this is, but I really love this print. The only thing I don't love about these frame pieces are that they reflect really badly. So,
I just picked up my first art print from Sideshow, the with the black frame around it, the nicer. I forget, what does that say? I can't even see it there, but
it's a G-Clay on paper with a frame.
That one. Yeah, I got that frame with the new, it was like a new Carnage that just went up for PO.
Oh, yeah.
And I got that because I got the PF Carnage. So I'm going to set that up somewhere because I think that PF Carnage by Sideshow is like probably the best licensed Carnage in my opinion. But so I'm going to put that with it, and I can't wait. I think it comes out in like a month or 2. So
yeah, man, prints are addicting. I mean,
yeah,
I literally just have a stack of them right here.
Yeah.
I got the lenticular Empire Strikes Back with like Boba Fett and
I
them
like
on
the
it.
lenticular stuff.
Yeah,
The
they're
lenticulars are cool. Yeah.
I like the comics. I like the lenticular comics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Mhm.
excited to see it because I've never had one like this from Sideshow, so I'm excited to see it when I get it.
cool.
Oh, you're gonna love it. I thought about getting this one too, and the aluminum. I like the aluminum prints. And again, ES50, but you know, it's I don't know. Thor's not my main.
That would look good behind your Thor,
Yeah.
set up somewhere.
But
Well,
we'll show you what he's got. He's got a cool.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I also have the Shadows Thor. But I did pick up this one, the Darren Tan aluminum.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And I like these aluminums, man. Again, now I have the plastic bag. I haven't taken it off because I'm not sure where I'm putting it.
Now you need the statue to go with it, Mike.
Yeah, there's aluminum
honestly-
and glass ones.
Honestly, I was thinking about it. What do you guys think about that statue? Because
That's
it
a
would
cool
look
statue.
cool.
I've seen that statue in person. It's pretty cool.
I'll make you a heck of a deal, Mike.
Well, John, my tab with you is already freaking.
I liked it. It's not a huge statue, but it's still a nice statue for what it is.
Because of the way the collection is going, it actually would fit really well. Yeah, John. Okay, we'll talk, and then we'll just add it to the
Hey,
tab.
we
and I'll
work
send you
on
a
credit
transformer.
at this point, Mike.
Yeah, that's true. I'll send you a transformer, and
Okay.
we'll take some credit down. I'll send you a giant payment. Okay, we'll figure it out. It's okay. But here you go, Adam.
We already talked about that.
Oh, I'm pouring some wine quick. I'm coming.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Shane, let's hit it again.
Cobra Commander, 1/4 scale, 2 versions, exclusive base, regular base. It'll pair perfectly with Prime 1 or Sideshow Judge O pieces. If you're interested, you save $120 early PO. Message me, Carl Pox, or Mohammed.
Yeah.
This
selling
piece is
okay,
gonna
Shane.
be-
Hopefully.
It's going to be amazing, this piece.
Yeah, it looks crazy
It
good.
really is. Light up fire, plug in. Flags are removable.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't go with the EX one.
Yeah. Well, maybe people don't have the space.
I know, but
Hmm.
go big or go home, right, Shane?
Not anymore. Not with you fuckers anymore. You guys are all talk.
We're
Go
regressing.
home.
Yeah, look, as Mike has that in his hand.
The biggest statue in the
Go
What is
micro
that
or
thing?
go home.
Oh man,
That actually looks pretty cool, though. That's
Dude,
kinda
it's
cool.
awesome. It's a
Yeah.
placeholder.
Micro
It's a placeholder for the phone charger. So when
Adam,
the phone's
do
not on
not
it, you put it in the
encourage
middle. Well, hang on, Shane. This is your fault because you're the one that preaches curation and rules. And if you don't have space, you don't buy. And if
He
you are
says
curating,
one
you
character
you-
per size.
you do. Yes, you have one of each, and you don't. We'll get there. We'll get there.
What scale is that tiny statue? I wonder.
It's like 1/38 or something like that.
I like this portrait, this Cobra Commander with the I don't know what you call that portrait. I always ask Shane, but the one with the fabric portrait with his mask.
One's a hood, one's a helmet. Just
Exactly.
to make it
The hood one is way like that right there.
Like that's how I'm going to display it right there.
That's
Actually,
cool.
I don't know.
cool.
I like the scepter too. I'm really drawn. I'm torn.
No, it's okay.
yeah, I like the scepter.
The scepter is better with the other portrait, but I like that portrait too. I think it's always nice to switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey guys, we got about 60 people watching live. Give us that thumbs up if you can to get more people involved, and we can find more people like you to join the clan. Have some fun.
all right. I figured
Oh, boy.
I'd throw these two in here.
Oh, John, I bought the entire Bad Batch this weekend.
Yeah, I don't blame you though. It
Yeah.
is a great line.
It's the way that the new Hot Toys have been going, at least through Sideshow, they've been waitlisting before in stock. Clones are already super popular. I actually really enjoyed the first season, or I don't know what season are we on in Bad Batch? Season 3?
Second, yeah, we're
Second.
going on 3.
So I really enjoyed the first season. I haven't watched the second season yet, but I'll probably just watch it the whole way through. And I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. So I just got the whole Bad Batch.
Somebody was saying the other day, like when you get to, I don't know how many seasons there are, like is either the second or third season it starts getting really good or something. But
are you talking about Rebels?
is it okay? I might be talking about Rebels. I don't know.
Yeah, Rebels. You get to season 2, it starts getting unbelievably good.
Shane, have you watched all of this?
I watched the first 1 or 2 episodes of season 2 of Bad Batch. I just I've been busy. I haven't been able to get into it yet.
Yeah. But this definitely made a lot of people happy just because they didn't think the line was ever going to get finished. So it's nice to see them finishing it off.
Thanks, Crippler.
It's so weird sometimes.
I love it.
Do you think they'll make an Omega? I thought they would have done an Omega record 2-pack. I guess they dropped the ball on that one.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. Edwin says it might be like the Ghostbusters 6 set down the line. Yeah, I mean,
where the heck is that line at? I heard though somebody had said that the Ecto 1 from Blitzway was pretty much sold out everywhere.
I saw that. I wouldn't be surprised.
But that should be coming out anytime.
Should be. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby.
This was cool. This is a cool line they're doing.
Yeah, I've been looking at this stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Prime 1 on order, and that'll be good for me for Pacific.
How tall is that piece, the Prime 1 or the Prime 1 piece? How tall is that?
God, this thing looks great.
I love this base, man. It's nice.
Yeah.
Wow, it's even got a creature there at the bottom. That's cool.
Yeah, it has
the Prime 1. How tall is that one?
20 something.
Oh,
dude,
wow,
does that plasma caster actually have like a static electricity thing, do you think?
I'm not sure.
I mean, that would be freaking amazing.
Yes, I don't know.
But someone asked me, do you think the chess piece actually spins? And the answer is yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I have, but I haven't opened, unsurprisingly, the Crimson what's the red one called? The Chinese
Crimson Tide or whatever.
The Crimson Tide
thing too.
Yeah, and it has multiple spinning elements. Yeah. So, yeah, that chess piece spins. The nuclear core spins. I'm gonna open as soon as I'm done with the shelves in my other room. I'm gonna open up that Crimson Tide. I thought about letting it go, but my collection is like mecha suits, and I think it will actually look good in the collection. And these things are beasts. So I'm 100% pre-ordering Gypsy Danger, because if you just have one, this is the one you have.
I love like robotic stuff too. I'm kind of a nerd with like robotic, futuristic Iron Man. Like I love Iron Man. I don't collect those things, and I don't know why, but
why not? I was just gonna ask you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to focus on like the Predator lines, the Prime 1 Predator lines, but But yeah, I don't know. I might get into it one day.
This is
because I'm really drawn to them.
They're awesome.
27 inches tall on this one. This base is nice though too. Come on. I hate Sideshow's new site. There we go. There's the base.
The Prime 1 looks great. And it has the it's the Jaegers, and what's the the Kaiju. Yeah.
The Kaiju, yeah.
Is
the Prime 1 the same one that has like the missile where the rockets are flying out of his chest?
No, you're thinking of Way Studios.
That's the one I really like. I like that one.
Yeah. That's the Eureka Striker. That's still available, I think, on spec. That's by Way Studios also.
That one looks massive from what I remember. I can't remember, but
I'm gonna say, isn't the Way Studios ones like 3K typically? Most all of them.
Yeah, they're about 3K.
Yeah, they're usually up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they battery or plug-in to make that shit move?
I'll tell you in a couple of months when I open it.
Hopefully plug in.
Well, we got a couple questions here.
Oh. What happened to the life-size bus? And it came with a tight. Oh, right and left arm. Oh, that's still coming out, right? That's Prime 1.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like where the thing opens up, you can see the drivers.
Oh, right. You can see the operators in there or the pilots.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
dude, that thing's like 5K, isn't it?
It looks crazy good though.
It does. Huge. Very, very
I love
big.
the fact that you could see the little pilots in there. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I think that looks good. If I were to get it, it's just so I would leave it open. You can see them. I forgot how they drifting together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this Way Studios one looks really good. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's this?
I don't even know what this is, but this is Prime 1's latest announcement. Does anybody know what this is?
I do not.
Someone in the chat, maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure somebody in the chat will know. Looks cool though.
I bet it's an anime.
There you go. Eva is better.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow, that looks cool.
That is neat.
That looks really cool. Now it makes me just want to figure out who this character is.
Well, let's see. Jaggy.
I like the talking about anime stuff. You guys I don't know if you guys ever watched anime stuff, or I don't watch it too much, but I did watch Attack on Titan. I'm not all caught up on it, and I like that Prime 1 like Dio that they got coming out.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Dude, Rashid knows what it is. Fist of the North Star.
I used to play a video game when I was a kid.
Oh, it was a video game?
Arcade, yeah.
Oh.
It's probably
portrait
comics
looks
and everything
amazing.
else, but it used to be a game.
Interesting. That's pretty cool looking.
Hey, I gotta step off. I gotta go chill with the wife because I told her I'd watch something. But
Okay.
good meeting you, Adam, and y'all have a good show. And I'll
Nice
catch
meeting you,
recap.
Justin. Yeah, man.
Thanks,
Y'all have a
Justin.
good one.
See you,
See you,
Justin.
man.
He's gonna go watch Last of Us probably. I already texted my wife. I said, "Stay up. We're watching it later."
Dude, it was actually nice to like watch that last Sunday while you guys were on.
It's great to watch a movie like that, or not a movie, but a show that good with like your wife. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
You getting this with me, Mike?
Dude. Maybe 6 months ago I would have said yes, but I have my rules and my discipline now.
PCS man continues to kill it. I'm gonna order this too, even though I have the 1/3.
are
Is
you
this
a hard
quarter scale?
collector?
Yeah. That's probably my number one IP for.
Okay.
Holy
so
crap! You get all these masks.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting it. Yeah.
Wow,
So.
that's cool.
So just to get back to this quick, I don't, but I'll keep my eyes open.
Cool, what's that?
Walter Scale, Iron Studio,
pretty cool.
Superman.
Now, is that the older comic book Superman from a couple of years ago where it's like flying up like that? Or is this some new Cavill that they did that I'm not aware of?
I don't recall.
Last was I can't wait for Last was so good.
Anyway, I'm just waiting for PCS to show their half-scale Michael Myers.
So Eclectic is asking anyone interested in the Jazz Inc. 95 Batmobile. I had it on pre-order and then I canceled, but I'm probably about to get back on because it looks really good.
Mike, are you getting that Batwing?
Yes. I have mine on payment plan. I'm just waiting for Yoast to be like, hey, just pay in full and it'll ship tomorrow. Because right now I'm in the group that ships in May. And also there's a guy in the Jazz Inc. community who's making a custom, it's almost like a TV mount, but a custom mount with like a bat symbol that goes in the wall. And you could like articulate it and it looks like it's coming down and it's super expensive. He hasn't got the price set just yet, but it's going to be at least a couple $100. But I think I'm going to mount that thing from the wall coming down. It's going to look incredible. I can't wait.
If you know anyone selling theirs, Rashid's looking for one.
Rashid, just get on the wait list.
He is.
Okay.
So the convert.
There's almost like 100% chance that it will convert. It'll take a little bit of time, but Jazz Inc. always converts because there's always like some losers who don't pay or or some like scammers or something.
Those poor losers. That don't
Yeah, it's. I didn't mean it like that, but people, it's like people jump on the hype train, and Yost's NRD is like this big, and so people are like, oh, $100, why not? Oh, even though it costs 3,000. Rashid, just hang in there. It's like 100% guaranteed to convert. It'll just be like May or June before you get it, but it's going to be May or June before I get it too.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Michael Myers. You said you were getting Michael Myers?
Yeah, I got the quarter scale. Shane hasn't found me the third scale yet.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you. I found a couple. I'm not sure exactly which one you're talking about.
It's the one where he's on the staircase, like with the knife, like kind of pointed out
at the top of the staircase.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look because I did find one the other day, but I wasn't, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah,
it's PCS, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So. Those were good movies, those Michael Myers movies, especially the older ones. I remember watching them when I was kind of almost like a kid, but
yeah. All right, what do we got next? Oh, this was cool. The Mouth of Sauron by Pure Arts.
Does this look too short or compressed vertically to you? For some reason, I remember the Mouth of Sauron being like a taller. I could be totally wrong, but do you guys remember it being taller? Or is this accurate?
I'm not too sure about Lord of the Rings stuff.
It looks about right.
It's kind of hard to tell with just the head.
That's true. Yeah. Because his neck could have been long or something like that. I thought this was surprising because I know that Jason from Holland the Collector has been asking for a Mouth of Sauron for a long time. Oh, look at those teeth. That's beautiful. And I think they nailed it. I like this. I just wish Pure Arts would actually ship something.
You think you could fix those teeth?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's got to be an easy money grab for you. Look at those teeth right there, man.
Mike's gonna buy it just so we can fix the teeth.
That's at least 3 statues right there, Mike. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you bet. I'll get some nice implants. Oh yeah.
Are you getting the Sauron or the Witch King of this for Pure Arts?
No, because I still have the Infinity Sauron coming in from Todd, and Witch King. I'm not sure what I'm doing at Lord of the Rings yet. I'm waiting for that Sauron to come in first to figure out my direction.
So I have these on order. I may just stick with them for a while.
I would say stick with these. It's space wise, it's much less of a commitment. I think if they come out at like 80% of what they're showing here, it's going to be very nice.
Yeah, I just like the bases they come with. They're very nice.
Yeah, I like the theme bases for sure.
I gotta watch Lord of the Rings again because so many people follow Lord of the Rings, and I watch the movies, but I can't really remember them that well because I don't think I was like focused on watching it. But I want to go back and watch
halfway through.
I think that's probably it might have been one of the movies, but I'm really interested in watching it and actually paying attention.
They're classic. They're just iconic stuff.
I kind of like how the orcs look, and I know Prime 1 came out with a couple orcs in the past, and looks good.
Yep, I have both of them. Still have to open them. Nope, I sold that to Mike Cast. Yep, friend of the show, Mike Cast. Yep, he has my my Predator, or his Predator now. Yep.
Which Predator was that?
The one that's behind you. I had it. I sold it.
You sold this?
Yeah, I'm out of Predator. I just don't care enough. There are so many people that love it more than I do. I'm pushing it to you guys, and I will love it just looking at your screenshot there.
Yeah, I can understand that. You put it towards other pieces.
Yep, exactly. This was surprising. I like it. It's gonna be small. It's gonna be 1/5 scale Yoda.
It's gonna be very small.
You know what, Shane?
Fantastic.
I'm gonna get it, Shane. 1/5 scale Yoda. I'm in.
Of course you are. You have no scruples at all.
Does this have a price yet?
No, not yet.
I'm
This
gonna
was it.
guess 585.
Yeah, you're about right.
That
I'll figure-
Mythos line is great, man. I've been so tempted with that Mythos line, especially with the Vader and the battle damage he's got, and
I still have to open that too.
the
Shit.
Ventress was really cool.
Yeah, I need to sell my Mythos line. I just wish it wasn't 1/5.
Do you have the Darth Maul?
I do, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see more pictures of this.
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, I think it's going to turn out great.
His face is very focused.
Yeah, it would be cool if they did like a Palpatine 2.0. That would be pretty cool, but they won't do that.
Yeah.
I thought this
All
was
right,
like
Shane.
a crippler.
You're up, Shane.
What is this?
Yeah, just some customs that someone's making. I don't know if they're actually getting made. There's some Spidey villain, so Absorbing Man, I believe. Pretty cool character.
This one was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be fucking huge.
Wow.
That's big. Looks really good, though.
That is cool.
Do you have a Sandman, Shane?
Yeah, right there. I got the XM.
Oh, okay.
Wonder how they're gonna do that sand, like how they're gonna make that look like sand.
Hopefully a lot of texture.
Yeah, it has to be for sand.
Wait a minute. How are they going to do that like melting sand or that sand falling off? Are they actually going to do that?
No, I think that's just an effect.
Oh,
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really cool if they
If
could
they
figure
did
out
that,
how to
that'd
do
be-
that. Can they figure that out?
That's
So
some
for people
science.
asking, I don't know the scale. I don't know who's making it. They just posted renders. It's probably waiting to see if someone picks it up to make it.
Oh, okay.
Got another shredder.
That looks cool. Just a custom render.
That's the shredder I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks like a Rokusaki to me.
Such a cool character.
Yeah, that looks really good. I like that kind of 90s comic vibes.
Yep.
Well, that's neat. Who's making this? This is Prime 1, right?
Prime 1, yeah.
Quarter scale Apocalypse on Throne? Or is that Dark? Who's that?
Dark Side. Dark
Dark
Side.
Side.
I don't know if it's quarter scale. It might be quarter scale. I can't remember.
This is just a teaser. Did they actually show this yet?
They showed it during their showcase event. I know they teased it then or showed it for a second. But yeah, this is probably going to look amazing, especially if Prime 1's doing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna nail this. That looks good.
Soon to be in Mike's backyard.
Oh,
Can you
that
go
is
up there?
awesome.
Can you go up there? Has it got a ladder?
Yeah, it's got a ladder.
This is like this is like a kid's like playhouse, right? I'm guessing, or maybe an adult kid's playhouse.
Where'd you find this, Shane?
That
Just
is funny.
online, someone had it built,
Buddy.
put it in their yard.
Cool.
I thought it was awesome.
And LS Queen Studios. Yes. Crippler, yeah, I actually just paid the balance on the life size 85, which means it'll probably be put on the boat. I should have it in about 2 months, I'm thinking. Wait a
Another
minute.
Magneto. Just what we needed.
It looks suspiciously similar to. Okay. I was gonna say it looks similar to the LBS, and then the base is a lot different.
Kind of looks like he's in the same pose as well. I mean, that's an iconic pose for Magneto, but like it almost looks like that PF that you're selling, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every Magneto.
This battle damage cool. Slash to the face.
That's true. It was like Wolverine's claws. Yeah, that's cool. Clean one. Little energy orb. Sentinel head.
You got yours sold, right, Mike?
Yep, finally sold it.
Oh, look at this.
Shane, did this go up for order already?
Nope, it should be going up this month. And he added a new torso, the one with the Cyclops optic beams burning a hole through him before he heals up. You'll see that. It's pretty cool.
This is the piece that XM should have did, just like this.
A lot of switch outs.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
And what Mike's been waiting for all night.
Oh man. So I don't know. Jay's been kind of like loose-lipped, and he's been sending some pictures to a lot of collectors. He never told me I couldn't share this, but he did send me some things that I know I definitely can't share. But we all know that Iron Man is coming out next. There's 2 versions. There's the regular, and then there's the Prestige. And there's so many switch outs on this damn thing. I'm actually going to buy 2.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I have a very specific way I want to display them. One is going to be with the group, and one is going to be kind of with an Alex Ross painting.
Okay.
And I want to do like an unmasked with the gloves. Yeah, I mean, that is incredible. So good. And then I want to do one of the, masked, like regular pose, or maybe like, repulsor pose or something like that. These are just a couple. But he also shared.
So he does have one with the repulsor out.
Yes.
Okay. That's more intriguing to me because I haven't seen that yet.
Yep. Hit the Prestige version has it has a ton of switch outs, man. A crazy amount of switch outs. That's why it's like you can buy 2 and have 2 totally different statues. Yeah. And if it's anything like the Hulk or whatever, you know that the base can be tall or small. You get 2 torsos with the Prestige, which is nice. So you can actually, this is just, this is going to be the best classic Iron Man maybe ever. I know that we love the XM quarter scale classic Iron Man. This is it's 3rd scale, so you can't compare it, but I think paint job and switch outs and everything are just going to blow it away.
Yeah.
Which torso do you like better? The classic or modern?
I like them both. And again, that's part of the reason why I want to get 2. So I'll do one with the classic and one with the modern, but I think he nailed both of them.
I agree.
Oh, here we go. This is why that Thor is going to be very highly sought after and not too long from now, because these are slowly trickling out. We know that if you're an LBS, where's LBS Trey? If you're an LBS only collector, collecting is awesome because you pay for like 2 things a year, maybe 1 thing every 2 years, whatever. But the Hulk's going to be shipping soon. Iron Man will probably ship next year. And there's that Alex Ross, the Avengers Assemble behind. And this is exactly how I'm going to pose a set. I think that looks so good.
Now, Mike, you're going to have to get the Kirby Hulk.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's no Hulk in that picture there. It's fine.
Yeah, but this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
This looks amazing together with that art print.
Yeah,
and Jay's a huge Alex Ross fan, and so it's just I'm like, why do I like his stuff so much? And then I realized he showed me his art that he's pairing it with. So,
man, the base on this Iron Man, awesome.
It's funny, I'm not a Alex Ross fan.
Son of a bitch.
Not at all. Actually, I really don't care for the art. But I like the LBS style.
Yeah.
This art really enhances the statues, you know what I mean? Because like buying a statue is half the battle in my opinion, but you got to really display it so it looks even better. So I think this kills it.
And that's why, a couple episodes ago, we started talking about fine art, and it's like, well, we're spending thousands of dollars on these amazing statues. And then we have cheap painted walls behind, or we'll buy cheap ass prints. People are buying and investing into really nice art prints now to go with their very expensive statues, and it just makes it pop. Like this right here, that's beautiful. And that's why I bought that print. As soon as Jay showed it to me, I'm like, I gotta find it. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. And what was this, Mike?
LBS Spider-Man.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. 1/3 scale Spider-Man LBS.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Super excited. Yep.
That's got me thinking on this line now.
Uh-huh. And I have seen the entire Avengers line, and it is fantastic.
That's interesting.
Yep.
What do you think of this, Shane? You like it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so far all the LBS pieces are really good, so I'm sure this will be great.
And you know the Spider-Man's gonna have like a bajillion switch outs. So
yeah.
You know, Jay does not skimp on switch outs.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the rumor of LBS getting a DC license?
That's what's going to get me in trouble. That'll get me in a lot of trouble.
Have you guys seen any of his conceptual DC stuff yet?
No.
Oh, man.
It
looks so good.
Probably a good thing.
Are we allowed to? Is that he's already told everybody, right? Or
well, that's why I said rumor.
Yeah, rumor. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like a rumor. I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I may or may not have seen sketches of the DC line, and damn, if it is not a rumor.
If it's not a rumor, I mean, everything's a rumor until you really see it until you see the actual like render at least.
So the PO goes up, man. So I think that a lot of the Batman fans and DC fans, there's some cool stuff coming. I mean, there's already a ton of stuff for DC out there, but it's getting the LBS touch, and wow. Yeah.
We were talking about it before. Do you guys think that would give Prime 1 competition?
Well, Prime 1 doesn't do okay, well,
it's the same buyers, right?
Yeah, I was trying to think because Prime 1 does 1/3 DC, and now LBS is potentially doing 1/3 DC. But he's doing a much different spin on.
He's doing more of a classic.
Yeah, it's going to be more like this, though, right? Like a more classic, just.
Prime 1's more modern, and then different story arcs. Like
so you got a different type of collector. Same buyers, maybe a different type of collector collecting that instead of.
Yeah. It's his aesthetic for the DC is just it's clean and classic. And I think once he like releases some stuff, people are going to go nuts. Because there are, well, according to our good buddy at J&D, there are a lot of DC collectors out there, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of Lord of the Rings. So.
Oh, it's all good.
Other than that, I think that's all I got for this week.
Well, do we want to talk about our revelations in collecting?
Yeah, please. I'd love to hear it.
All right. So I am, Shane in the past has always busted my balls because, hey, Mike, what do you collect? Well, I collect Iron Man, MCU, Star Wars, and a little bit of Lord of the Rings. What about J&D? What about Wonder Woman? You have the Superman. You have Transformers. You have Dragon Ball Z. It's like, okay, but I don't actually collect them. I just kind of grab things here and there. Which is true, and which you are right. So I finally come to the realization, well, first of all, I'm just sick. I'm just sick of boxes piling up. I'm sick of like lifting 80-pound boxes up and down the stairs. I'm sick of my garage for the longest time. It's a 2-car garage, and down the middle, I just had boxes like separating like the 2 cars. I couldn't get my kid in the car. I'd have to pull the car out first. Anyway, I'm just sick of all that crap. And, I told my wife, because she's been on me like, oh, you're getting too much stuff and all that. And I was like, no, I'm cutting back. But I've really cut back now.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I got so out of control and so wild with all the different things I was buying that it just got not depressing, but it wasn't fun anymore. And it's like, shit, here's another box. There's another box. Where am I going to pile this one? And I wasn't even excited to open things. And I realized that there was zero focus. There was zero control. Whatever. I guess I don't have to worry about money too much. And I can kind of just, I was selling things. I'm still selling things. I'm not just only buying. But I realized that I kind of just lost control and things were crazy and I had to stop. So, I looked around my room and I started this process about a month or two ago, and I've never done a room tour because it's always been clunky, messy, stuff doesn't fit, stuff doesn't belong. And then I look at everyone else's rooms. Like I look at John's room. I look at Adam just behind him, so clean. I look at Shane and I like how everything is. It's because everything fits together. And there are some things in collecting that give me a lot of joy. And there are some things that it's like, that's cool. And then there's some things like, why'd I do that? And I know there's like 60 people here listening to us speak and looking maybe for advice, but I'm going to say, just stop listening. Just stop listening. Come here and listen to Shane, bust balls, but, come here to get our opinions on pieces, but don't fall for the hype. You're like, yeah, Batman statue collector. I can watch that and shit. Then I bought like 10 Batmans and I think they're cool. They're great. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I'm not a Batman collector. And hence why I'm selling almost all of them. And so I just kind of looked around and realized, what do I get a lot of joy from? And Shane kept asking, people always ask, what's your number one thing? XM Hulkbuster. What's your number two thing? Probably life-size Queen Studios Mark 7. And then this guy custom hanging behind me. And I realized, shit, I like to collect Iron Man. I started recently getting back into Star Wars life-size. I got the C-3PO in. I loved it. My R2 is, I think, coming tomorrow, or at least getting scheduled to deliver tomorrow. I started doing all that, and I realized, shit, I love Star Wars. And again, those models, it's like a rejuvenation for, what brought me to collecting in the first place. And I realized I made decisions about buying stuff because, well, shoot, this Star Wars thing is X amount of money, and it's okay quality, but this Prime 1 thing is about the same, and the quality's way better. I'm just going to get this higher quality thing, even though I think it looks cool, but doesn't mean a lot to me. And I think a lot of us, and you guys in the chat, let us know if it's true, but I think we fall into that trap of, hey, this is really cool. Everyone's buying it. Let's buy it. But it doesn't mean anything to you. Or maybe it means a little bit, but you're not thrilled. And so I've really kind of got to the point where I'm only going to buy something. I'm limiting my lines. It's Marvel MCU with a huge concentration on Iron Man, obviously. Life-size Star Wars and models. It's like MYC and probably just MYC because I love the way they look together. Lord of the Rings, I actually don't know what I'm going to do. I am going to let that Sauron come in, the Infinity, and I'm going to decide if I'm just going to have a small Lord of the Rings and sell all my Prime 1s, which are brand new sealed. So a lot of people are going to be real happy about the, the godlike prices that we put on those. And then Dragon Ball Z, I'm just kind of cutting out my quarters and keeping some life size. With the J&D, I'm going to only maybe get some, like Dark Knight Batman ones, just because I do enjoy that quite a bit. But I'm probably going to cut back on J&D almost, not completely, but just focus, like hyper focus. And here's what I realized. The minute I started canceling orders, just selling stuff, clearing out space, my room looks so much better. I can actually do a room tour now because it doesn't look like shit. It actually looks put together, curated. Things fit together. The artwork looks really good behind the stuff. And I have space. I have a lot more space in my other room because I need less shelving because I'm collecting less things. And when things go together, they fit together better. And when I get something in the mail, yes, I'm super excited to open that. Like I was super excited to open the Mark 1 Queen Studios. Super excited to open that Tom Holland bus. I'm going to be super excited to get that Mark 85 when that comes pretty soon. And I've come to one more realization. I do love variety in collecting. This is called Collectors Enabled Collect Everything, right? I'm going to get that variety through 1/6. And I don't care what anyone says, but I'm going to set up a space with some moducases, and I'm going to have Marcos help me set that up. And it's just going to be 1/6 only. And maybe I'll do some quarter scale Iron Man stuff in there, but totally separate. So it doesn't mix scales and make things look weird, but I can get my fix and my variety from that. So I can get my Star Wars fix. I can get, the Back to the Future stuff. I can get some Batman stuff there. And it's inexpensive relative to the other things that we're collecting. You can kind of get them selling pretty easily. And you get a nice representation. So yeah, I want a Moff Gideon. I don't want a quarter scale Moff Gideon, and I don't want, anything bigger, but I can get one and I can put it in the 1/6 area. And, that's where I'm at. And, even people like Sick's like, I'm only doing busts. Awesome. Dude, that is a form of curation and limitation. Although he is getting
he's not only doing busts.
Well, no, he's getting some statues.
He's
now.
He's matching like quarter scale or third scale statues to go with them.
Right, which is still it's a rule and it's a form of
still
limitation.
Focused. It's still focused. Yeah,
it's very focused. And just what I've realized by finally understanding is that collecting is so much more fun now. And it was always been fun because we get to hang out every Sunday or once a week with you guys and BS. But just the actual act of collecting is just so much more fulfilling. And when something comes in, it has a spot. And that's amazing because I've never experienced that before. Shane, is your brain just blowing up? Are you just are you crying like a proud papa?
So I am proud. I'll be honest. I am proud. It's about fucking time. But I am proud. I have reservations if you're going to stick with it, which if you do or don't, it's your collection. You buy whatever you love. We always say that first and foremost. But I guess we'll see.
Well, the lack of discipline is allowed in the 1/6. That's where I can lose myself because it takes up this much space and I have a whole area dedicated to it. And and when those boxes pile up, great, they don't take up that much space. But it was the show last night that I was listening to while packing up the Jet Power. It's like what Crippler's saying. Most professional career YouTubers are trying to figure themselves out, look at the pretty pictures and videos, but I would not ask them for purchasing advice. And I agree. I think I bought a lot of stuff from watching YouTube and being influenced and I'm sure we did the same to you guys.
Yeah.
And hopefully you enjoy that stuff. But it kind of, it just sort of made me more, it was overwhelming. This was more of a burden than it was an excitement. And again, my wife is happier because, and again, I explained this whole thing to her, this is what I'm doing now. And I could lay out my room, show you exactly where things are going, ETA of when things are coming in. And then it's not like I'm going to stop, I'm not going to stop collecting, but so I had the Jet Power, I bought Jet Wing. When something better comes out that I like more, I'm just going to replace it. And so I just wanted to kind of share my journey because, I know that there are people out there who are trying to figure it out. And again, listening to Crippler and listening to Saturday Night Raw and then listening to a bunch of shows recently, even like Collectors Weekly and stuff like that, everyone is talking about focus. And I don't know if it's because of the economy. I don't know if it's because we're just so there's just so much selection and the market is so saturated with choices right now that it made me realize that, and this is okay. It's okay to go through this. You have to make these mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily it's not a huge financial mistake because you're going to get most of your money back unless you give things away like me. But no, Tom, you need to hear this too. But Tom, you have 2 houses, so you can buy a lot of stuff. But it's like I've made so many mistakes and gone in so many directions, and I'm okay with that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, but I finally am happy with where I'm at and where I'm going. and I don't feel like sad selling this stuff, so I sold that Bumblebee to Tom, and I think, well, do I really, maybe I'll keep it? It's like, well, no, I mean, I can look around, I can tell you things I will never sell. And I'm happy. And so that is my new attitude. That's my new thing. I know I'm not going to be as exciting anymore. But no, I'm still going to buy crazy shit. But, oh, did I tell you guys I bought the Sideshow Mark 42 life size? Did I tell you guys that?
You were talking about it.
Yeah, I got a sick deal on eBay. Amazing deal on eBay. So that's coming in pretty soon too. But it allows me to buy this crazy stuff because I'm not buying everything. I'm just focusing in, and it just makes it more enjoyable. Now,
so it's really interesting for me that I've been like really hardcore focused, and I had all these rules years ago, right? And then I watch all these guys on YouTube and guys in the groups, and again, everyone buy what you love. That's all that matters. Buy what you love. But I see everyone just buying everything, right? Shit I did years and years ago. And then now you see people just like, oh, fuck, I got to focus because I realize, well, you can't literally buy everything. And Mike, I could be wrong, but with you, it almost felt like you got to the point where the thrill of buying something was more exciting than actually owning it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there a long time ago, many years ago. And then I was like, I'm buying stuff just to buy it. It's like the thrill of the buy. And then when I have it, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's nice, but the thrill of the buy was more important. And so let me ask you this: with your collection, everything above 1/6, what are you collecting?
What am I collecting?
Above 1/6 scale.
Quarter scale Queen Studios, like Marvel MCU, life size Iron Man, Queen Studios, and Sideshow here and there. But Sideshow doesn't really offer enough. There's not much in Prime 1 I'm gonna buy anymore because I'm kind of not really buying Transformers anymore. Mostly Queen Studios, honestly. Mostly Queen Studio stuff.
So no more Transformers, no more Lord of the Rings, no more anime.
Lord of the Rings. So Lord of the Rings, I'm waiting for that Sauron, and it's all about how it's going to display for me. I want to see what that Sauron does and how much space it takes, and then what I'm thinking is like a Sauron, and then maybe some quarter scales, or maybe I'll do some half scales. Maybe I'll do J&D, but I don't want to hunt for Lord of the Rings stuff until I get that Sauron in, because I feel like there are key pieces that we get in our collections that kind of helps to give us direction.
Yes.
And yeah, like a couple key pieces: Thanos bust,
Exactly.
Mark 7 life size, Han Solo and Boba and Carbonite.
And then you build around those pieces.
Yes,
They're
exactly.
The foundation, the cornerstones.
Yep. So I'm keeping all of my Prime 1 Lord of the Rings in the box for now, the quarter scales, and I'm not taking anything out until I get that Sauron. And but what I am definitely doing is just opening up as much space as possible. Look at this guy.
Collectors enabled, the enablers.
Oh, what's up, Sick?
Damn collecting. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know whether people are going to stop collecting or they just keep getting enabled when they say they're going to stop collecting. Yeah, but I wanted to chime in real quick, man. Once again, everybody hit that like button, man. Show my boy some love. Show this team some love. You know what I mean? And just with the subject, with the collecting and everything like that. And me being a YouTuber, I guess I'm a semi OG. I've been on for like 2.5 years doing this. I changed my collection maybe 3 times within the 2.5 years. From quarter scale, then I went to 1/3 scale, then I went to 1/3 scale and quarter scale, and now everybody knows that what I'm doing is I'm doing life size bus. There's nothing wrong with changing your collection when you feel that it's time to change your collection, and your comfort is on that area. Most of the times, and I'll say this too because I've done it before. I've bought stuff just to buy it.
Yep.
To be honest, I bought it just because it was the new thing. It was the new quarter scale. It was the new statue and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I got to have it. And I really didn't have to have it. I just wanted it and I bought it. And then if you could go back on my YouTube when I started about 2.5 years ago, I was doing reviews every week, at least 2 statues every week, consistently for over 2 years, every single week. If you really think about it, these are 1/3 scale statues. You're looking at $1,200-$1,300 a piece and up. Now it's different; they're even more money. But I found myself with all my money just going to these specific things, and I found myself as a YouTuber doing it for content, right?
Yep.
I caught myself as in like doing it because I needed to do a video. Let me buy this because I got to do a video, or I want to be the first one to be with the video and things like that. So I'm being very transparent and 100 with everybody out there. I found out not even quick enough, but I found out that that's not what I loved. As I kept on collecting and I started seeing the different companies or what the different companies are offering, and then I started putting common sense with common sense. I'm like, all right, Sideshow $600. XM Studio, same character, $1,200. But you got to look at where the money is going in it, what you're getting out of it. You know what I mean? The detail, the switch outs, the base, the nostalgic of the statue, what the statue does for you, everything. You got to look at all of that. And at the time, I wasn't looking at that. I was just looking at, I wanted to have it and I got to have it. So long story short, what I'm doing with my collecting is that now I'm collecting not because to collect, I'm collecting because of the art. So I'm looking at an object now, and mind you, these are pretty much stone figures that are made in detail of a character. Feel what I'm saying? That they stone. It's made of a rock, a concrete, cemented, painted cement. But I'm looking at it as a work of art. What this thing became, from whatever it was, from a pen and pad to ZBrush to 3D to fruition, and then having it in your house. Like, what does it do for you? Do you look at it every day, or you look at it just because you walk by it and it just happens to be there? Do you actually get up and physically walk up to that statue and just stay staring at it and look at the lines that were sculpted, look at the paint, the shadows, everything in it? That's where I found myself at with collecting now. That I just didn't look at it because of the character or the piece. I started looking at who made this piece, who painted it, why is this so well painted, why does it look so good? And then I enjoyed it so much. And that's why when I started seeing these life-size busts, I started seeing why they were so expensive. I started seeing why they were so. This is a work of art.
Oh yeah.
This is a work of art. This is nostalgic. This is incredible. And that's what it does for me, man. Now, I did a lot to get it because you don't have to actually keep coming out your pocket, to keep buying new things, because it gets financially bearing, it gets financially stressful and everything. And then you find yourself trying to find money here and try to find money there, when the whole time the money's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. If you love something better than what you have, there's nothing wrong with you selling what you have to pay for what you really love and what you want to bring in. You know what I'm saying? If you really love it that much, down the road, you'll get it back again.
Yep.
Does anybody know these BSC groups all over the world? Do you see what's being sold? Everything is. Everything. Example, Fabok, the Fabok 1000 comic thing. Everybody was going crazy for the statue, correct? Everybody. Yep. Whoa. Yep. And then, with the leg and all, I always threw it out there. I didn't like the leg, but at the road, it was really nice. I ended up getting one myself. I ended up getting one from Benjamin. Yep. It's still in the box. I haven't even opened it. But what I'm trying to say is that statue, everybody went crazy over it, blah, blah, blah. You can find that statue for $1,000 now.
Yep.
in the
everywhere.
BSC. You could
A
find
lot of
Yep.
places.
$4,000 when everybody was spending $1,600 shipped and had
Oh,
no
yeah.
problem doing it, right? Had no
Yep.
problem. Fuck it. It's the Fabric is the #1 Batman.
Well, that's that
Mhm.
hype that Mike was talking about earlier. He was talking about how people were. Mike, I'll tell you this too. I think a lot of us, probably, I would say at least 60 to 70% of us fall into this category one time or another when you're collecting. And I was buying freaking everything, man. I mean, we're buying everything, right? And then, but when you start having so many things come in, I was falling into the same exact thing you were falling into. It's almost like you're not taking the time to enjoy what you have.
Yes. Yes.
And if you're
yes.
not taking the time to enjoy what you have, then why buy it? So I think a lot of new collectors can learn from what we're saying right now. They're probably, because I've heard this speech before, way before I started this channel. I still had to make my own mistake to realize it, but
Yep.
Sick is right. He's trying to game us on something.
Everybody needs, everybody should. Now, I'm not going to say need, because
Yeah.
when I say need, that's what I'm trying to tell people what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
What I'm saying is, I think that just my advice, people should focus more and pick the direction they want to go and go with it. Pick the direction. If you're doing X-Men, then do X-Men. If you still like your Transformers with your X-Men and all that, then do that. Stick to your direction and then fulfill your lines or do everything and make it look great the way you want it to look. Look at Shane. Look what's behind Shane. Fucking awesome display. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not all over the place. It's not thrown all over the place. Every character is indifferent. It's just dominant to the other, and it all fits.
When you're focusing, right, you start to enjoy your pieces more.
You have to.
You're not just buying it so much because you're saturating yourself with all this different.
I'll give you another example.
Coming in, and then you just.
I'll give you another example of non-collectors. No disrespect to nobody out there, but I'm gonna give you another example to non-collectors. A month ago, ain't nobody give a shit about Sideshow. Nobody. Nobody ain't even give a shit about the Poison Ivy they put out. Yep. Nobody. They were like, us, it was nice, it's nice, blah, 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 right? As soon as they put that 250, sold out. Everybody, oh, it was a big, oh, shit, oh, everybody went crazy, which is great for collecting, I think, is dope. You know, that's the way it used to be before. You know, you put something out, and then it sells out or whatever, and you lost out, right? But and then they dropped the ES number for the Joker that Daniel Bell did.
600.
Mind you, that Joker's been out.
Yep.
It wasn't low. It wasn't low in stock. It wasn't low ES. It wasn't nothing. The ES comes out, boom. My prediction, maybe when right after that shit ships and it goes out, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, does everybody remember Mr. Freeze? The premium format.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Premium format Freeze. Premium format. What else? Scarecrow.
Mm-hmm. And then they were being sold everywhere. Yeah,
everybody went crazy for these shits. And then remember, Sideshow sold out. But 3 months later, they were back on Sideshow for sale. How did that happen? And now these statues, they worth nothing. This is what I'm talking about, man. You gotta get if you're gonna do it because you love it. Don't do it because, oh shit, I gotta get it as low ES, and in the future I can get double the amount. No, bro.
Right.
I'll
that's
tell
the
you
wrong
right
reason
now,
to buy it.
if that's what people are thinking about that Poison Ivy, that's what people are thinking about all of those. Trust me, my man, that shit is gonna be in the BSC. Everybody's gonna be selling them things, regular price, regular whatever. Buy things because you know you love it. Buy because of the art, and you're gonna see a lot of things change. You're gonna see a lot of companies change. You know, if you buy nonsense is gonna still keep getting sold.
Yes.
It's gonna keep still getting sold. So you know, we could lose our breaths every day about things and say things every day. And it's really not gonna change when you got the other half that don't care. They just buying shit to resell it and buy things to everything. Me, when I sell something is to replace something.
Yeah.
And I lose major money. So do you, Mike.
Oh yeah, I know.
I sell my shit way below retail, but it's to buy something else. It's to send money to Benjamin. is to send money to fucking Mike. It's to send money to different people because, you know, these people have things that I love better than what I have right now. So in order for me to get it, I'd rather not come out of pocket anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. So now I got stuff. I got a lot of stuff, a lot of shit, and I'll sell it to the next person and help them save money for a statue that they can't find nowhere else. And they can find it, but the shit is like $2,000, $2,500, just because. Why? I don't understand.
Well, I'll tell you this, I think another big thing is, because everything we're sharing, I think, is right on point, but just slow down. You got to really think about, you know, a lot of us, like our demographics that watch these videos are, you know, anywhere from 25 all the way up to 55 or 60 or whatever. A lot of us have families. So you just got to really slow down and think about, you know, and it's great that Dr. Mike can buy all these statues, and it's okay. Hey, if he wants to buy all the statues, let him buy all the statues. But at the same time, you know, not all of us can do that, and that's okay. But you gotta really slow down and put in perspective the amount of money that you're spending, because if you slow down for a second, you might have been like, man, I'm glad I didn't buy that piece. And this piece came out, you know what I mean? So I think that's where the focus kicks in. And then when you focus, you enjoy your pieces more.
I'm having a lot of fun with my displays now. I don't even care. If you notice, guys, remember, I've always did an unboxing and review every single week. It's not that I don't have the statues to do. I got fucking 20 statues that nobody don't even know I own right now. I still haven't done reviews on my channel for them. And you know why? And I'm going to be 1,000% honest with everybody right now here on Collectors Enabled. I'm not motivated anymore. I'm just not motivated to do it anymore. And although I got a lot of followers, I got a lot of people, went over 6,000 subscribers, everything.
Nice.
But I think it's more, for me, my live shows, because we are so real, and we are so in the middle of everybody, and we have a great communication with the people, a personal thing. We're doing the reviews and everything. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of filming. It takes a lot of time. And I need to fall back in love with that part of the collecting. You know what I'm saying? I never gained any money. I never gained any funds from everything. You know, from Benjamin to Todd to everybody and their mother to Marcos. They all support my channel. They do giveaways. They do all this great stuff for the community. Give away statues. Give away everything. Look, I don't get free stuff. I've never gotten anything free from none of these guys. From Marcos, Benjamin, Todd, none of them. And I promote the shit out of them. And I do it out of love. I do that out of respect. And I do it because I've done business with these guys, and I know that these guys' business is great. They do great business. So why not show the love? I got a platform to do it. You know what I mean? And I've been blessed because I got a great team with me every Thursday night, and I got a great team with me every Saturday night. So it's not all about this guy. It's about the whole team. You know, everybody on there, Rashid, Shane, everybody, the whole team, Crippler, everybody. And everybody comes together, and they do things. It's just more fun. So just collecting, you got to find your love and your place where you're going to have a lot of fun. Because if you're going to be stressed out and be like, oh shit, I got a pre-order coming in, I don't know how I'm going to pay for it. You get stressed out, you're going crazy. Then
you don't need to buy it.
That's a problem, because that's by the way I found myself.
You need to sell something to buy it. So you need to be careful.
And last year, August, dude, I had 7 statues come in the same week. 7.
Oh
my bill was over $16,000. I was like, what the fuck just happened? No lie. And I'll tell you, it was $3,200 of that was only shipping costs.
Yeah.
When that happened, I got everything in. I bring everything in. But when that happened, that's where the light hit. Boop.
Yeah.
Gotta do something. I've been blessed because I got a wife that loves what I do, and she does it with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But she was like, yo, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Like, shit, you gotta do something. Yeah. And I did it. I did just that. I cleared everything up. I slowed down. I had pre-orders, and I was like, yo, do I really want these pre-orders? If I lose the money, then if it's not that much, then I'll just lose the money. But if it's too much, let me talk to these guys and see if I could just transfer it to something else. and
Yep.
if they're willing to do that for me or not or whatever. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, man, I probably cancel like 25 pre-orders.
Yeah.
5.
Wow.
And I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. I'm okay with it because my mind is so clear that I'm getting what I really, really wanted. I'm getting it. And I'm
Yes.
getting it one by one. I'm not getting it 5 at a time. I'm getting it one at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time. But I wanted to come on here and cheer everybody up. This one does. Just cheer. But I wanted to come on real quick, show love to the community, show love to Collectors Enabled, one of the realest. Love this channel. I love watching. I'm always on the sofa like this with wifey. We watch everybody and we show love to everybody. But Mike, just want to tell you, man, you're a great asset to the community, man. Love what you're doing with the collection. Badass. And then you already know. Look at it. You already know, man. So I'm gonna see you guys soon, man. Thank you, man. And like I said before, man, everybody out there watching right now, please take just 5 seconds out of your time and hit the like button, man. It helps the channel. It helps everything out, man. It gets other people to find this channel, to find content like this. More people need to see this. More people need to hear, and maybe pay a little bit of attention, man. Like you said, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how it goes. Let's go.
So just to piggyback off of Sick, when I first started collecting, I went through this, and I see a lot of collectors do it now, and they're in different phases. You first see statues, and you didn't even know this existed, and you're fascinated. It's interesting. You start buying a couple, and then it turns into an addiction, where it's still fun, but it's not fun for the right reasons. And then you're just getting everything you can without thinking, like, where am I going to put this shit? You're like, oh, that looks cool. Then you have just a random array of statues that don't go together, and you're like, I'm not buying these for the right reason. So then you sell them, and then your addiction, you take a step back, you focus, and your addiction becomes a passion.
Yes.
And that's where you really see it come together, and that's where it culminates into something beautiful.
Yes.
In my opinion. And I love watching collectors go through different phases of that. And I've been seeing it for years, and it's interesting because it's like, you'll get there. Some don't. Some still max out their credit cards and they're addicted and whatever. That's my business.
Don't put it on your credit cards, guys. Don't put it on. Listen to me.
What about to earn points? What about to earn points? Because I do it and then I pay it. I just pay it. Okay.
No, that's you. You can pay it off in a day, Mike. I'm talking about the average person.
Don't do long term. Yeah. Don't.
Don't put it on your credit cards. If you got to put it on your credit card, I mean, I don't want to say. Listen, I'm not trying to tell people what to do, but rates are extremely high for credit cards right now. You guys are going to bury yourselves. Don't get carried away with the credit cards, guys. I've seen guys do that. But I'm not coming out here like I'm the Messiah, but just saying.
Well, I like two things. So Shane said, I think you put it so perfectly. You change an addiction into a passion, and you like literally hit the nail on the head for me. That's exactly how I'm kind of feeling right now.
I know. I saw it. I saw you go through. We talked about it. I saw you.
And I knew
the bubble was going to burst sooner or later. Part of it was it's so irritating to have boxes everywhere. Now my back is hurting and all this other stuff. It's a chore more than
it's a chore. It's a job. Yep. And it's what Adam said before. Most of us are in this age range where we have young kids, we have small, young families. And the only time I can do this is when my wife knows Sunday night, 9 for a couple of hours. And then after everyone goes to sleep at like maybe 10 to midnight, and I'm losing sleep and my back is hurting because I'm carrying all this shit. But now at that time where I get to myself, now I just kind of look around my room and I was like, this is nice. Empty spot. Oh, I know what's going there. I'm going to change this artwork up. And I just enjoy it again. Where I go in, it's like what Sick was saying. You just kind of walk past it. Now I actually go and I look, and it's like, oh wow, this is fantastic. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I love that addiction to passion. That's beautiful.
My family catches me all the time. They'll walk into my little man cave, and I'll just be randomly just standing there staring at a piece. And that's how you know you love it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you look at, when you stop, like if you're on the way to the bathroom or something, wherever your room is at. And for me, I got a bathroom over here, but every time I use it, I just stop and I look at it and I'm like, man, I love these things. So.
Yep. And it's like, okay, I'm selling my Transformers. 3 of them are in this closet back here, which, by the way, that closet, remember I was going to do the Balrog thing and all the other stuff.
The Lord of the Rings
that.
closet.
Yeah, no, forget that. It's going to be a moducase, like L shape from floor to ceiling. And that's going to be my 1/6 haven. And I'm just going to get rip wild, get whatever I want in there. And it's just going to,
good idea.
Oh, it is, because look, I mean, there's not really great lighting. There's no outlet in there. So I need to like run a cord and whatever.
Right.
But then I just open it. You could open the door and you light it up and bam, I could have the Ecto-1 up top. I could have the DeLorean. I could even do something with my Jazzing Batmobiles in there. And then I'll have I could actually set up the Iron Man 1/6 Hall of Armor, which I really want to do, Mark 1 through, through 7. And you could set up stuff. And so I wasn't kidding. I'm working with Marcos, because he's a direct person with Moduspace, and I'm just going to set up a custom thing in there, and that's it. And that's all it is. And so I can get the 1/6 detox out of the hallway, so my wife doesn't want to kill me anymore. And I told her, I'm like, look, I'm refilling up these detox, but I have a plan, and hopefully by like Q2, Q3, they'll be gone. And she's like, okay, that's fine. So, and because, anyway, so I've been hearing so many people talk about focus and just, don't get all this stuff and go crazy. And I just felt not the responsibility, but I'm there. And it's like, I need to share the mistakes I've made and what I've gone through, and now selling like crazy, because part of digging yourself out of this hole is spending a lot of time reboxing stuff, printing labels, dropping them off at UPS, and that
money.
takes time and money.
And money. Yeah. If you were to, because I've been in the same boat, if you really sit down and you don't want to calculate how much you probably lost over, I'm not just saying you, I'm saying everybody. When you buy all these things, and then if you were to really sit down and like calculate how much you probably lost, you'd probably be a little scared. So yeah, that's why it's important to kind of listen to other people's, what they've been through.
I mean, I can't tell you how much money I just lost in pre-orders that I canceled from a certain company who doesn't budge on pre-order NRDs. And I'm not saddened, because it would have been stupider for me to fulfill the pre-orders and then try to sell them at crackhead prices. It doesn't make sense to do that. So it's just, okay, lose the money and then figure out the vendors you want to work with, because there are some vendors who are amorphous, like Sideshow and Prime One Direct, who there's no face of the company. And then there's people like John, who Off the Rack Collectibles. Who Off the Rack Collectibles is, and the customer service you're going to get. So you learn who to go through if you're kind of like a crazy collector like us, and who's going to have your back, and who's going to maybe, okay, well, I'm going to charge you a little bit, but I'll let you transfer and do all this. And then who's going to be like flat up, no, can't do anything for you.
Yeah.
And that's part of the journey too. And so I have, go ahead, Em.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that there are certain people that I'll only work with now because they've probably been through the process themselves and they understand the journey. And, anyway.
Yeah, you can never get mad with a distributor too if you're trying to cancel something and they don't give you your money back. I mean, it's a business, guys. So you got to, you know what I mean? No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, generally speaking, because I've done it before. I said, hey, man, look, I had this come up, but I just don't, can I transfer this here? And I've had, not to name a distributor, but I've had a distributor say, no, man, sorry, you kind of lost that. And I was like, okay, I was expecting that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you got to be understandable about that kind of stuff, because they took it off the market for you, right? So
right. And I'm not asking for handouts, but at the same time, when you're someone who's buying a lot of crap and you're like, well, I'm gonna
that's it. Yeah.
You know, like,
Right.
okay, well,
Yeah,
I know I
yeah.
have these, but I'm also going to buy this giant life size thing.
Yeah,
you know?
it's business. If
you're
I got
talking
you
tens of
buying a
thousands
crap
on a
load of
store.
stuff from me,
Right.
and then, yeah, I'm sorry, Shane. Go ahead.
I was saying if you're going to drop tens of thousands of dollars at a store, and they're going to squabble about a $300 non-refundable,
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe not the smartest business decision. Just
right,
saying.
right. Yeah, that with somebody like Mike, you're getting your refundable back.
Right.
You're going to
He's
get your money
buying
back.
50 statues from me a week. Like, yeah,
If it's some average schlub, that's one thing. But when it's Dr. Mike, I mean, fuck.
Well, I mean, well, really, when it's anybody, because we're all people and it's all our hard earned money, and we're all
Right.
collectors at the end of the day, including most of the distributors. And so I'll just, let me name Todd, because everyone knows Todd, right? Todd is one of those guys where it's his business, it's his livelihood. And, he'll be like, okay, there's a small cancellation fee, but let's move it towards something else.
Mhm.
And I very rarely ever cancel on Todd, and that could be part of it too, because I just hate doing that in general because he's such a nice guy.
Mhm.
But it's like, okay, well, what if I cancel this, but I'm gonna buy this life size, or I'm gonna buy 2 other things, and I'm definitely and they're in stock. Here's the money. So I don't know. You can't go wrong with Todd. Can't go wrong with John.
Todd let me do this right here. Let me try to move this over if my camera doesn't mess up. But
what you got?
This alien piece right here. I had a circumstance, not to be too long-winded. There was a circumstance where I wanted to buy another statue and I wanted to move my deposit, and something had happened when he shipped me 2 different edition sizes for one statue. And I didn't even reach out to him or anything. He reached out to me on the channel when I was doing a video, and he said, hey man, I know there was kind of a mix up there. Let me know if there's something I can do to help you. Didn't even ask. And he let me move in the future. I wanted to cancel something, but I said, hey Todd, I think it was the Samurai Scarecrow, whatever. And I really wanted it at the time. But then I wanted to start getting an Aliens and Predator. I said, hey Todd, do you mind if I move it to this? I hate asking. I don't like doing that either because I understand the business, right? To a degree. And he was like, you know what, man, because of the little issue that we had before, it wasn't really an issue, but I sent you 2 edition sizes. And I said, oh yeah, you remember that? It was a couple months ago. He's like, yeah, listen, you could do it. That's fine. But that was like circumstantial, that was a different kind of scenario. So yeah, I could see
Todd's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, guys, I got to get going because my wife's going to kill me if we don't watch Last of Us. But this conversation has been so interesting, and I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a blast. So,
yeah, Adam, thank you, man. It was awesome getting to stream with you, and anytime you want. And dude, what time? Tell me, what time is your stream now, and when is it?
So I know we jumped around. We were kind of trying to find a good time, and I was like your hype man. I was like your pre-show. You know what I mean? And I was like, hey, you guys, look out for Collectors Enabled, because Shane was telling me a lot about you guys. I actually know about you guys through Shane, he's a fantastic guy to have on your channel. But anyway, so our new time, we talked about it together, me, Trey, and Shane, and we agreed that 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a good time. That's actually when a lot of collectors are on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I was just kind of looking at the analytics, and there is a ton of collectors on, cruising and looking at reviews and different things. So that's when we've been on, and it's been pretty good. And I will say this, the community, for me being a newer guy on the block, the community has been very, very nice to me. And everybody's treated me so well. So I'm just glad to be part of that community with you guys. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah. I'll catch you guys later, man. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Cool. See you, buddy. Well, I'm going to step off my soapbox. It felt good to get that off my chest. And it's just something I've been thinking about the last 2 weeks, especially not being on with you guys and getting to listen to you guys, out from the other side. I just,
it kind of hits you hard though, doesn't it? Like when you're in your in that addiction phase and you're just buying everything, you hear people, like you hear me saying, Mike, try to focus more, you're like, yeah, and you get it, but you don't really get it. And then something just happens whether it's you see all the shipping costs for your POs, or maybe a spouse talks to you or something, some epiphany happens and you take a step back and you're like, holy fuck, I got to let go of it. Like this is not a hobby. This is not a passion. This is an addiction. And then you kind of alter it and it's a whole new way of looking through stuff. It's interesting.
Yep. And you're right. Like Randy would be like, oh, you're going to burn out. Don't do this. Don't order everything. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But that was also when I didn't really have that much stuff. And I'm like, I need to fill spaces.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing that happened to me was feeling comfortable with having a ton of open spaces and just realizing, well, I know what's going there and I know it's Q4, Q1 2024, whatever. But I'm satisfied just with that open space and I can visualize the end. So, that was a big turning point.
Yeah. Like I got a bunch of space. Like I got some pieces on pre-order and some other ones coming in like for Transformers, but nothing wrong with having space. It just gives you something to look forward to.
Let's be honest, though, Shane. It's not as easy to be as disciplined as you are. Because I think we all go through these phases of like being disciplined, and then you're one release away from getting back on a new line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I fight all the time with it because there's pieces I want. I really do. I would love to get some Alien Predator pieces and some of the Lord of the Rings pieces, and there's a couple other ones I'd love to get into. I was a big horror fan back in the day. I'd love to get into horror, or wrestling pieces. I just don't have the room.
Yeah. I think I want to clarify something, and I know we're running late. We'll probably close up soon, but just because we're preaching not buying stuff, that's not exactly what we're preaching right now. I'm still buying a ton of stuff. I mean, I just got a freaking Iron Studios Mark 85 Deluxe, like an hour or two ago off eBay. I'm about to buy an XM Mark 42. It's not about buying less. It's about buying focused. And so you can still have a good amount of things coming in and buying. And especially if you're a Hot Toys or Bowen guy, you could buy a new Hot Toy every single day if you want to, especially with Sideshow's daily deals, or buying from John. It's just about buying things that fit your collection and they go somewhere.
And too, Mike, I think like for being you, where our IPs have kind of been all over the place, I think if you can limit yourself not to pre-order right off the bat, because how many of these orders 4 to 6 months ago have you kind of now you're like, I don't love that anymore,
right?
Like that was all hype, and that's where me personally, I haven't hardly ordered anything because I think if you live in the now and where your collection is now, it's so much easier.
Yes.
Because like Sick was saying, you can find most all this stuff anyway.
Yep.
Typically on discount now, I think.
Well, it's like that stat. It's like the Hulkbuster statue that you're going to send me after I send you a Transformer. I wanted that, but I'm like, well, I have just too much stuff. But now it makes total sense, and it just like I wanted it, but I was like, well, I have to pay for this Transformer. I have to pay for this Superman. I have to pay for that. Well, no, your funds aren't going there anymore. They're focused. You can buy that Mark 85. You could buy the Hulkbuster. You could buy whatever.
Yeah. And like for me to put my X-Men up for sale today, like that wasn't easy at all. Like I love those pieces, but I'm kind of like, I love movies more than anything. So I need to stick to just movie pieces, So sometimes it's hard, but
it makes it easy when you have a focus and you're dedicated and you're disciplined to your line. So that way, when you pre-order something and then 6 months down the line, you don't look at it and go, fuck, I don't want this.
Right.
You're looking at it like, man, I can't wait for this to come out and join my line, because you still have the same focus and dedication, and you didn't fucking fill it up with other bullshit pieces.
And one last point, how many pieces, Mike, that you've been boxing up, you're like having second thoughts about?
None.
And that's it. Like once it leaves, you're kind of like, you know, like I thought I'd miss it, but you have something else, you know, that you love more.
Yep. Now, can we address Tom's question, because this is a valid point?
Oh, it is for customs.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Customs are different than licensed.
Well, and two, hopefully the hobby is changing to where it is more collectible, to where we can semi-focus a little bit more, you know, but that makes it more difficult when you have to, because I order quite a few NYC pieces. I'm kind of like, and I don't want to do the 1/4 Star Wars anymore, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
And I sold my pre-orders, which now I'm kind of just out of the 1/4 Star Wars, you know?
Good.
But,
good.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I used to make fun of people who pay in full, you know, but here's the thing. If you're focused and it's something that you're like the Captain America Queen Studios bust, I might as well just pay it in full, because I know I'm not going to cancel. It's going to go literally right there. I'm going to be looking at it. So it also takes a financial burden off of you, because you're not waiting. Part of the reason I never pay in full is because, well, am I going to still want this in 6 months?
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. For certain things, it's like I'm 100% adding you to the collection. Now, I don't like giving people, you know, non-interest loans, but it's just something that would make more sense now. Like, just pay it up and be done, and then you just wait. But anyway, I still don't like paying in full.
Yeah. I wish the hobby would kind of give collectors a break when it came to, okay, you want this, so if you pre-order it now, right when it comes out, we'll give you 10% off or whatever, you know. That would be nice. That's how the hobby should go.
Well, some custom companies do. You save money for early PO.
Yeah, but how many collectors are getting screwed right now because they pre-ordered, now it's Sideshow month or two later and it's already being clearanced out, you know?
Yep.
So
yeah, and that's what kind of also started making me step back and be like, wait a minute, I get the Sideshow piece, you know, for 25% off plus free shipping. Like, okay. And especially the other thing, if you wait long enough on a piece on Sideshow, they did fix their algorithm. If you have military discount, it's not the minute it goes in stock, even though it says in stock items. I'm sure there's fine print. But it's like after, I don't know if it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, it'll apply the 15% eligibility code and then whatever shipping discounts. So if you're patient enough on something, you're always gonna save more money on it. But I guess that's true with almost everything, except for, this doesn't include customs, because if you miss out on an NYC custom like that N1, I'm sure there will be some waitlist conversions, but the minute that comes out, it's gonna flip. People are gonna be selling it for 50%, 100% more, I bet.
Think so?
Well, it was only $775. I would put that on eBay for $1,200, $1,300. I mean, I'm not going to. I don't buy to flip.
And I think the models are different, but the turnoff for me for NYC is the 1/4 statues, man. You pretty much have to sell at half. And that's where
dropped.
it just, you literally have to love it and know that you're going to have it forever, pretty much.
Yeah, they drop big time. That's the only 1/4 NYC statue I have left on pre-order is the Boba on Throne, but I think I forgot. I think Jason is buying that PO off me. But then everything else I have is models, and I'm psyched.
Yeah, I don't have any Star Wars pieces from them on PO, except the model.
Not because they're not good. It's just not the focus anymore.
Yep.
So, well, thank you, Casual Nerd. Yeah, it's just, it's just more fun. It's just more fun. I love, like, even the stupid Iron Studios Mark 42. When that box showed up today, I was like, hell yeah. I opened it up right away and put it right in my put it right there. Knew exactly where it was going.
And when you don't have 15, 20 boxes in your garage, one, it takes off the anxiety of knowing, got to open 20 more boxes, and then you're just rushing to do it instead of actually enjoying what you're putting together and taking it in. You're like, fuck, I got to get this done. I want to get at least 3 done before I go to bed tonight. It just takes away the love.
Yes.
And that's where, like me, I'm to the point where I'm like, you just stack them up where you lose motivation to even want to mess with them. But
yeah, that's exactly it. But now I look in my garage, the boxes are back, but that's only because I have 3 Jet Power boxes and 2 boxes for I finally sold my Batman Hush. Someone bought that, $9.75 plus ship. Nice guy who bought it. And so I have 5 boxes waiting for UPS pickup tomorrow, and then the garage is clear again. So yeah, I'm ready to keep selling. I'm ready to clear things out, and you know, I hate this part, and my wife hates it too because she's like, "Well, come hang out." It's like, "Well, shit, I got to box this." But she knows like what I have left, and there's not too many more that I need to box back up. And well, the list tonight was about 10 of them, plus a few more I didn't list. So hopefully, I'd love to say in another 6 weeks, all the shit is sold, and where there's a fresh slate.
Yep,
that'd be nice. So 6 more. We'll make that a goal. But you guys, anything else you want to talk about, or you want to close up?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. If you made it all the way to the end, there's still about 45 people here. Thank you so much. Really loved the conversation tonight. I loved everyone's perspective. Thank you for Sick for stopping on. Thank you for Adam for stopping on. And thank you guys, because you make it a lot of fun for us. Keep posting your stuff in the Facebook page. Comment on our YouTube videos. I've been a little busy, and I'm finally going to get our 1,000, even though we're up to like almost 1,300 subscribers. We're going to get that thing set up, and we're going to announce what we're giving away. And every single comment that you leave in any of our shorts and our videos still counts. And so it enters you every single day. And there are a lot of people who have left like a comment on every single freaking video that we put out. So it's a stiff competition, but thank you as always to John and Shane. Couldn't do it without you guys. You guys are the best. And we will see you guys in a week. We'll see you next Sunday. Hope you guys have a great week, and let us know what's going on. Hit us up on our Facebook group. We'll see you guys on Sunday. See ya.
See ya.